that brings me back to the original question of this video is, who is actually buying secret lairs? Is it worth them for Wizards of the Coast to use some of their ammunition and, erode the value of reprints with secret lair? Are they really getting the proper money? Because look, I'm going to be very blunt with you all. When secret lair first came out, even I was excited about it. I bought the first few and everything. The original max was like, I think 12 or something, and I bought like 12. I still have I have like 12 Year of the Rats, 12 of the original Kaleidoscope Killers, was it? Really cool, loved it. I was really excited about it. I thought finally, special versions of Magic cards that were rare and limited that are going to be like a modern day reserve list. I thought there was definitely some positive concepts to secret lair in the direction and kind of the basic foundation of doing that. In typical corporate fashion with ivory towers, layers of management, they just, pedal to the floor and they just run that engine at 10,000 RPM and they burn everything out. So at the beginning, they were like successful secret lairs were selling like 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 units of purchases. Like Walking Dead secret lair. I mean, these things were selling over 50,000 quantities. Like that's how many units of secret lair of these different things over. Like tremendous success. They were proud of it, and that's what led to the expansion of secret lair. Now in 2023, again, what I'm about to say, I literally took the Beanie Baby, flipped it in the air, and whether it landed on my left or right nut, I came up with a number. So just understand what I'm about to say is completely false. There is no real stuff. This is an entertainment channel. The new secret lairs, we have some new secret lairs within the last 12 months that had, I know what you're thinking, well, Rudy, do they sell like under 20,000 or under 10,000? Bro, dude, I will slap you, I will hit you with dude darts, dude, like Walking Dead secret lairs in like 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 units of secret lairs selling is an amazing business model for them. I mean, the margins are huge profit. It's incredibly successful. Some of these secret lairs being listed and sold in the last 12 months, or even last year too, in the bear market. Folks, they're not selling 50,000. They're not selling 40,000. They're not selling 30. They're not even selling 10,000. There has been some secret lairs that are like down to like 5,000 or less. Now, I'm not sure if that's international or just US. I don't know that one though. So, I mean, wait, no. Again, I just made that up. Like I said, flip the Beanie Baby, left nut, right nut. That's how we come up with numbers. But when I step back and I say, hold up, wait a minute. And I see something like this company is releasing some reprints and they're using that equity. And now, wait a minute. They're only selling like 3,000 to 8,000 of these copies? So wait a minute. They're taking the price, causing brand damage, and they're actually not making much revenue anymore. So this is where it kind of gets to where we're at now. There are conversations happening about these concerns. They are actually being discussed. Now, of course, the people at the top who literally do the South Park thing, take the chicken, I'm sorry, take the cock, wait, we can't say cock, that's the CEO's name. We take the cocks, we take the chicken, in like South Park, they cut the head off and it runs on the twister map, and wherever it lands, that's how they make the decisions. It's like a rooster, right? But that's a cock, but the CEO's name is a cock. Fuck. This, ladies and gentlemen, we have just hit a paradox. These conversations are being had, not about the cock part. This is a real problem because, like I told you on the beginning of this video, who is actually buying these? At the end of 2023, when you have cheap Pokemon, amazing Flesh and Blood, we got MetaZoo Hello Kitty coming. We got some major Weiss. By the way, Weiss, have you heard? There's a new Bunko Babes coming in the next 12 months. Anyway, we're looking at all these One Piece, the Final Fantasies, Disney Lorcana to the moon, all these things. And I'm looking at all these brands. And I'm sitting here going, who's taking their capital? Who is going out, working hard, at a job they don't want, putting up with management that doesn't deserve their position, to come home, doing just enough work to not get fired, and then says, you know what I need to do? I need to buy Secret Lair. I need more game pieces. And I need to make sure that that money I worked hard for, to do that just enough work to not get fired, to put up with that manager that I hate the most, I need to take that money, put it into game pieces that go down.
The voice of the GPS.
Can you do a voice?
The voice of the GPS.
No one has GPS anymore, Tom.
I heard that Morgan Freeman's going to be sponsoring a beeper company. Yeah, geez, I wonder how that'll work. Hey, everybody, it's me, Morgan Freeman. Who wants a beeper?
Wait, what was the voice he wanted, though?
He wanted Samuel Jackson to be the voice.
Oh, yes, that's right.
And he's
Then
like,
he did
I'm
say-
tired of these motherfucking cars on this motherfucking road.
Yes!
Buckets.
The king, brother.
Swish.
Yeah.
Tom, listen to me. $10,000 cash.
Dude.
You come on to come down.
Please. We'll give you our entire month's Patreon.
No, it's not
you
get
can,
crazy.
You can have all the... That is $10,000. That's what...
No, but
Whatever.
as a group, $10,000. Look,
No.
listen, Tom. Whatever it's gonna take, we gotta get you on
Anyways.
here.
Yeah, I guess he turned down Legion of Skanks.
Did he?
He was gonna do
Him
it.
and Lewis are beefing
He was
now?
yeah, him and Lewis are beefing, which is such a funny. Those two
Incredible,
worlds
dude.
colliding.
Clash of the Titans.
Two
Two
mental
intellectual
fucking
giants.
Yeah.
That's like Chomsky and what's his name?
yeah. It's the Buckley, the other
yeah.
gay guy debate.
Baldwin.
Gorvidal, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
When he called him a crypto Nazi and he said he called him
Yes,
gay or
yes.
something.
Queer. Goddamn
Queer.
queer. yeah.
I had to sock you in your cock-sucking lips.
These
you
are all
queer.
references that Tom will make on his
Yeah, for sure.
his firing line episodes from 1967.
He had another really good '90s reference, which was something about his
Oh, yeah.
cat's hair.
His
or
cat's
something.
hair. He's like, yeah, it looks like Jenny McCarthy's underwear.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Singled Out.
Yeah, yeah. I like a girl, like a real Raquel Welch type of girl. You know, that's the thing I'm into. It's a real Tara Lipinski.
Tara Lipinski.
You know what I mean?
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Just Tom. Yeah, this girl walks in. She looks just like Alicia Silverstone.
Tommy.
Yeah.
I love that motherfucker, dude. Damn, so he was gonna do Legion of Skanks?
He's gonna do Legion of Skanks. and then
Skankfest, right?
He's like, Lewis was like,
Dude, we can have you on the week after Skanks Fest.
and then Tom's like, yeah, I might be able to make it up there, pending acceptance. Like, wink, wink. So he'll only do Legion of Skanks if he gets booked for Skankfest.
Well, they should book him.
I know, that's what I said. And,
Why not?
Well, Lewis was like, it's not just me, dude. I got partners.
Incredible. Louis,
that
shut the fuck up.
Botulism coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, like, book it would be incredible.
Yeah.
You need to book Tom. How the fuck? Like, I can't believe Tom doesn't realize he's basically getting tricked.
Dude,
Like-
in the world of irony, like, this is Tom's moment.
Oh yeah.
Tom could be making so much fucking money.
I know.
Tom could be a celebrity if he wanted
I
to.
know.
It is great, like
So
anti-comedy.
Thomas has Thomas. I merged them.
Thomas
Lewis
J.
and Tom.
Gomez?
Yeah, Thomas J. Gomez. So
Yeah.
Lewis has too much fucking like
pride.
pride into
He's got to protect Skankfest. The integrity of Skankfest.
Yeah, I guess he's just got like a limited number of spots or whatever.
give him our
Give him our spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be down for that. We could cancel.
We
Come
give him
Tom
our
Live.
Yeah,
$300.
Yeah.
Let him do an hour. Give him that's Come Down Live is us watching Tom do an hour. Holy fuck.
Yeah. I still didn't hear that bit on there where he says his parents have, because I remember that
I
happening
remember
at the
it. Yeah,
show,
yeah, yeah.
and I'm like,
That's
did I
sad.
imagine that?
He told a bizarre bit about
He probably edited it out.
I don't think he did.
Because I remember what it being is that, like, he's like, yeah, I thought my parents were gonna get me a GPS,
For
Christmas?
the GPS.
and instead, what
Maybe
they
he
got
goes
me-
into that afterwards.
Yeah, well, he's like, instead they got me a plot right next to their graves.
God.
And it was the most the
That's sad.
the energy in the
The only
room
way that could be
changed.
worse is if his plot was in between theirs.
Yeah.
You know, like how they sleep at night.
Fuck, what was I gonna say? Yeah, that was a fucking bizarre bit. when he just fucking, it was like so, it was the most powerful thing he'd ever said in his life, and he got the most genuine, incredible reaction from the crowd.
Yeah.
And it was just like, there's no way he edited it out
I
because
thought I imagined.
he left. He definitely did not. He left when I dropped a glass into the recording.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? That's in there. So
I just remember Mike Turpin stamping his feet
Yeah,
after
yeah.
every bit. And I thought that was going to just fuck everything up. I remember thinking that was like kind of too far.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
In 0.5 miles, make a left onto South Main Street. And that's how you get to Sean Boland's, the end. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my brother for
but,
sure.
you know,
He shook.
you know, I mentioned my parents earlier. Like,
Yes,
they
here we
come out
go.
to see me before when you come out, in the car and go see it. So, okay, we all in the car. We're driving. I notice we're driving.
Upset.
Yeah, they're just fucking normal parents who have a fucked up, like a dumbass kid who like didn't do what they wanted at all.
because people are usually like their parents. I mean, I can't imagine that his dad's not like a fucking train enthusiast or some bullshit.
I mean,
Yeah, his parents are probably dorks.
Yeah.
Yeah. With a
Yeah.
dork kid.
Right.
And, they love him. They do love him.
Of course they. I mean, I get. Yeah.
They let him stay at the house. They haven't kicked him out.
Right.
Yeah.
They got him a plot next to
They
them.
got him.
They actually do love him.
do
They probably
that.
love him too much.
They
actually.
adore him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sweet. It is like, it's sort of like, do you remember in like when you learned about that myth of the guy with the boulder?
Sisyphus.
Yeah, Sisyphus. It's like that's who Tom is. Like every joke is just he's trying to get to the top,
No man, he's just.
and then it just falls
it's if
back
Sisyphus
down.
was constantly getting rolled over downhill in eternity.
Yeah,
there's there's no going back up. He's constantly getting crushed
well,
by the
the
boulder.
point is to get to the top of the hill, and then he
he
No,
never
it'd
gets
be-
to the top
he
of the
never
hill.
gets to
He's
the top
never
of the
been to
hill.
top of
Right,
the
It
hill.
would
exactly.
be like if Sisyphus was like, I'm going to be a professional rock pusher up a hill guy. And then he didn't even find a rock. It was just a giant turd filled with references from the 1990s
He
and
just
ice cream
rolls
from
a turd in
7-Eleven.
his hand.
And then at one time in the mid 2000s, the turd nudges him into the studios of 98 Rock, and then that's the end of the story. That's the peak for him.
God damn.
and then he goes back down the hill.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
Anyway,
that.
Tom Myers.
Anyway, where are we playing?
Are we gonna go
back?
comedian? Yeah, dude. That's what we're taking a break.
Smart ass thing will kick in 0.1 miles. Fall 6 feet. You have reached your destination.
Give it up for
Was that it? Was that the end? Yeah. That's how he ended the.
What is that? Kansas?
No, this is a different Tom Myers that has music.
He has Dust in the Wind playing?
This is
Oh, it's Neil Young?
it's a different Tom Myers.
All we are is
Go
gay
ahead and get
little
dressed. But
guys.
I do Las Vegas a lot, and they always people often ask me where I get my sense of humor. I have a lot. So I grew up in Harford County. It's a lot of audiences whenever they come to comedy shows, they're always worried about comedians and entertainers going up and Trump bashing, which is why I'm gonna try and say something. But a lot of people ask me how I got started doing comedy. I love studying history, but Maryland though. Before I got into, I am happy to be back in Maryland though. Maryland's my home state. This is my hometown. Really glad to be Maryland
He's
though.
happy to be back.
I am happy to be back in Maryland.
This isn't a soundboard. This is just how all his tracks start.
Every single track.
Maryland,
Anyway.
yeah, I do want to hear interesting job because I think that's about 7-Eleven.
All right, let's do interesting.
But a lot of people ask me how I got started doing comedy, or
A lot.
or what I did before I got into comedy. I actually had an opportunity to go do something where I had the potential, anyway, to go do something where I could make a lot more money than what I'm doing right now. Held a lot of
That's to be a famous movie star. That was his other job choice. If comedy didn't work out, he was going to do famous movie star
Action.
or international Playboy spy.
Yacht guy.
These were other careers he considered that he could have easily achieved.
What was Adam? What was the thing you said about Ellen DeGeneres?
Oh, dude, that was the best part. He's like,
That's the
he's like,
best
yeah, I
part.
gotta get my hair cut, because, but I don't want to get it cut too short though, because people are gonna start thinking I look like Ellen DeGeneres.
And he is a bald man. He's bald.
Yeah, you have a Chairman Mao haircut.
He
Your
does
hairline
not-
starts at the back of your earlobe.
He does not look anything like Ellen
Ellen's
DeGeneres.
got those beautiful twinkly blue eyes.
Right.
And that cute pixie cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I think might be my favorite
That's-
joke.
that's
That's the
incredible.
one we laughed the
And I guess
hardest
he's
at.
sort of she's trying to mock Ellen. Is she the butt of that joke?
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
because everybody does that joke about I got my hair cut.
I look like a lesbian,
Yeah,
yeah.
which works if you have like boyish features.
Yeah.
I have I get lesbian haircuts all the time.
Yeah.
I got a very KD Lang sort of look to me.
Yeah.
You shave your pussy too.
No, does Katie Lang shave her pussy?
but
you
you
fucking
do.
idiot.
Katie
First of
Lang's
all,
got a
If I had
boosh.
one, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I wouldn't.
Your pussy is the
First of all,
the
I
space
don't.
in between your balls.
First of all, I could tie my dick around your dick, motherfucker.
Tie that shit in a little bow.
fuck?
I'm gonna tie my
Are you
dick.
fucking serious?
I'm gonna
man?
tie it around your dick and
Dude,
cut off the
no, you
circulation. I'm gonna tie a
Are you
big
serious?
fat bowline knot around your cock with my cock.
Yep.
And choke your little
not
fucking
do
peanut
that.
cock to
Do
death.
not fucking do that.
You
Like
guys
a
didn't
snake
learn that?
eating a smaller snake. Like a fucking anaconda.
Or a Boris.
Yeah, eating a pig.
do not do that. Yes, that's right. My dick is a pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, mine's
I
the
got the
anaconda,
little
you
oinky
piece
dick.
of shit. You scale it down. The regular dick size is the pig's terrible.
No.
The pig is
No.
not the one you want.
Pig's big.
Imagine a little pig.
It's a
salt
really
shaker.
big pig.
No, it's not.
It's one of those big
It's a little
boars.
Christmas
it's-
ornament.
I went
pig.
to a
No,
I went
it's
to a
a-
pig farm
It's got little
once.
Oshkosh
I went to a
overalls
pig
on.
farm
Teacup
once.
pig.
Yeah, little.
No, it
teacup
is not.
Yeah.
It's a
It is not a
teacup
teacup
pig.
pig. It is a very big pig.
A big
A
pig.
very big pig. I went
A
to a
hog,
pig
you
farm
might
once. It's a
say.
hog.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, it is. I
No,
went to a
it's
pig
not.
farm once, and they were really big.
No.
And that's the size.
Is
of my
a hog a boy pig?
Pig. I don't know.
All right.
What's a woman pig then? A
Sow.
hoglet? A sow.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know animals.
I didn't spend time on the farm like you, dude.
Y'all ain't done knowing animals. I'm done knowing all the animals. You ever see fucking? You go to like ag fair and see how fucking big pigs are in real life.
That's
Oh,
what I'm
yeah,
talking
they're
about.
huge.
That's
It's
the size of
terrifying.
my dick.
And they're hairier than you think.
yeah, they're way hairier.
Yeah, they
They
look
have
like
coarse-ass
bald.
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my dick.
That video of that news reporter holding that chicken that starts flapping its wings and he like runs away. Oh my god! That's Adam's dad.
It's not my.
You want to know what he looks like? That's him.
I am happy to be back in Maryland, though, Maryland.
Yeah.
Maryland.
I am happy to be back in Maryland though. Maryland,
From where? Where were you, Tom?
Vegas, dude. He told you.
Oh, right. They fly him out to Vegas all the time.
Yeah.
You know, they do.
Ah.
The casino bosses.
Tom, just come to the show, baby.
Tom,
Please.
please do. I got to start listening to the Politipod.
He has a podcast?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Politipod.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
He has a podcast?
I haven't listened to it yet
What
either.
the fuck are we doing?
I know. We
Wow.
really need to do. Fuck.
Yeah.
we should do that and
we
find
should do
that
that
other
after
one
this.
He
podcast
posted.
that I found.
He posted a poll on Twitter yesterday. He's like, "Yeah, who did a better job of eviscerating Sarah Huckabee Sanders? Michelle Wolf at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, or me, Tom Myers, on my CD?"
Me? The poll saying who did a better job,
He
Michelle
does.
or me?
He does have a Sarah Huckabee Sanders chunk that is.
Yeah, and then somebody responded like, "Well, that's not a fair comparison because Michelle Wolf is a comedian." And Tom, the guy's avatar is just an up close picture of his eye, and Tom responds, "Yeah, nice avatar. I just ran into your twin," and he posts the CBS logo, which is like an eye.
It's also an eye.
Yeah, it's also
That's
an
the
eye.
burn?
That's it. That's it. So
Damn!
yeah.
Another thing I love that he does.
It reminds me of that. I don't know if you've seen that Vine, but that like nerd in the computer room.
Oh yeah, I
Someone's
love that
bullying
Vine.
him,
Yeah.
and he turns around. He's like, "You know what? I'm gonna say it." And they're like, "Say it. Just say it." And he goes, "I don't care that you broke your elbow."
Oh no! Fuck.
It's a great
Poor
band.
kid.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
You know what else Tom does that I think is great? He calls people Gomer,
Yeah.
which is like I don't even know what that. It's like
Gomer
an insult.
Pyle?
Louis J. Gomer.
Yeah, Gomer.
Yeah, dude, he fucking he's going at it with Lewis. He like retweeted where Lewis was like the illustrator for our festival had to drop out last minute, and Tom like gleefully retweeted it.
That's a hilarious thing to
Oh, and-
retweet.
Oh,
Damn, you should fucking book him anyway.
Yeah.
Lewis, please do it. Anyway.
Tom Myers, the
Tom
comedian.
Myers. And your musical guest, Tom Myers. From that
that girl
Spotify.
with the saw in that video, playing the saw. That's such a weird. That's
Anyway,
it's the
dude.
greatest video of all
Yeah.
time.
I just can't stop looking at his hairline.
Yeah.
It looks like a love seat.
Tom Myers' career has taken him all over the nation, and now he has a new CD of comedy coming out soon. Tom, welcome.
Thanks for having me on, Elsa.
Glad to have you here. I know you're a Maryland born and raised.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. You said you started with comedy as almost a defense mechanism?
Yeah, it was in high school. I started telling jokes to upperclassmen to sort of deflect being bullied.
So why keep telling them?
Because it's my job.
Myers
Are
bit
you
now?
working out bits? What the
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
are you talking about?
Hey, let me ask you this: Did
just my
Jahar
opinion.
have a bong hit transplant?
I mean, listen, you're telling me he's gonna hit the ball and then get up and do plans? I don't think so. You're telling me my man's gonna
smoked
take
weed
a toke? Yeah, on his way to the blueprints, he's gonna see a bag of Cheetos, and that's it, my friends.
Yeah, Tom Myers.
I think someone that's never smoked weed talking with authority about weed is the funniest thing in the entire world. So like bragging about.
Well, the funniest thing Tom Myers ever did.
Back to Tommy.
Yeah.
Fuck, I was gonna do some research about shows. That's gonna have to be next.
Oh yeah, we'll do that
podcast.
later. But the funniest thing Tom Myers ever did is when he did that CD taping.
Yes, I love it.
He was doing a bit, and I forget what the bit was, but he sort of just casually mentioned it while he was on stage that his parents already have a grave for him. Feminismo es cancera.
El feminismo. It was awesome, dude.
Es una cancer.
And the guy with him was just like in a just Mexico soccer T-shirt. Like it was just he was clearly just I don't
Little
know.
Mexico,
it was
dude.
incredible.
Yeah, he got bullied out of Mexico. Yeah. That's why he came here. 'Cause he got made fun of so hard in Mexico, he had to come across the border. I was just remembering the other day, I saw, I miss watching black teens harass people.
Oh, the best.
I was on a bus when I was like 17, and there was these 3 black teenagers harassing this middle-aged black woman who was like kind of overweight, and they were just making fun of her feet.
Oh,
And
jeez.
and so they're like, bitch, your feet look like Shrek 3.
Just a woman that wasn't talking to
wasn't
her,
talking to
though?
them.
Oh,
Like, bitch,
jeez.
your feet look like Shrek 3. Your toes look like fucking rotten grapes. And she's sitting there and just like, stoically looking ahead, trying to ignore them. And there's like tears streaming down her face, like
Holy
Denzel
shit.
in Glory.
Oh my god.
No.
And that was like a classic moment of bullying.
That is some fucking very good shit.
I heard this one lady bullying another lady on the streets yesterday. She's like, "Where'd you get that dress? Century 22?" That doesn't even make any sense.
Well, it's not Century 21. It's a knockoff.
It's 22 is better. It's from the future.
That's true. Well, I like that Century 21 is like the place that's not Forever 21.
Yeah.
It's close to forever, but it's a shorter amount of time.
Yeah.
A century sounds like a long time, but it's certainly not forever.
Not forever, baby.
And that's the bit, folks.
That's pretty good.
Why don't you bring that one to
the
the
process.
You
That's
know
a
what?
freebie
I
for-
think terrorists could never be potheads.
I think so too.
Should we Taken on a train? It's just Liam Neeson on a train
Uh-huh.
again.
Yeah.
And then the one I'm really stiffed up for is
How about bacon, right?
I'm in already. Stop right there.
B-A-K-E-N,
Oh,
right?
wait.
And then fucking like Liam Neeson's daughter gets stolen, and he gets on the phone with the bad guys. He's like, "I think the British are coming, dude." They're like, "Oh, we need $20 million." It's like, that's why I'm hoping Hillary wins, so I can get a bong and transplant.
And then they just graphically rape his daughter.
Murder his daughter.
That's good.
Tom Myers, a comedian.
Does he say a comedian or the comedian?
I think he says a comedian.
A comedian.
Yeah.
That's such a good intro. The fucking girl playing.
They don't
the
like
song.
puns, I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't even tell the pun.
Yeah.
God, I want that. I want to book him for something, but he'll never do anything with us.
We tried to like.
We're all blocked, right?
Yeah.
Numerous
Yeah.
times throughout the years, I've come up with scams to book Tom for fictional venues in the middle of the country.
Well, there is a way. I
But
think.
that's always felt like a little too mean.
Yeah.
Tom didn't know that I considered him a laughing stock for like a decade.
I know.
It took like 10 years before he realized that I had just been fucking with him the entire time.
Yeah. I think he doesn't realize everyone does. It's wild.
Yeah.
If he does, I mean, imagine the moment he realizes
that's what's charming.
literally everyone is just mocking him.
No.
It's gonna happen, dude. It's gonna happen.
He can't realize.
It's gonna.
No, he used to
happen.
pal around with this crew that was like Ron Bender, him, this woman Dawn Henderson or whatever, who like instantly I had a beef with because she like fucking either like added me on some kind of social media or something, and was like, she was like, "Hey, you don't subscribe to my blog or whatever." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't have any interest in reading your blog."
Yeah.
And then she like sent me some shitty email back that's like, "Oh, we're supposed to support each other." I'm like, "I have no fucking idea who you are."
Brutal.
You know, it's
This
like I
is
don't.
Tom Myers' friend.
This was Tom Myers' friend. I'm
Playing
like,
the
I have-
MySpace days.
Yeah, it was like I was like, I don't know who the fuck you are.
Wait, was she the one that was like Starbucks girl or whatever the fuck?
I don't know. She was like, her whole thing was she's like, I've done comedy in every city, but she's just like moved around a lot.
Right.
you know?
Right.
She's
a tramp. She's a hobo.
She's like, as soon as I start getting established in one place, I end up leaving and going somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's like, you what do you mean by established?
Yeah.
You mean people have resigned to the fact that you're a fucking
You're gonna
annoying
keep
person
coming
that's
to these
gonna
open
yeah.
mics. Yeah.
There's a gentleman in D.C. who had a really funny line where he's like, every time I leave a city, the comedy scene blows up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where he's like, I was in Austin, I left, it blew up. I was in New York, I left, it blew up. The New York scene.
Anyways, yeah, no, and then yeah, it was. I guess it was him and Bender and Irwin, and that was like, that whole like crew. And so it's like this kind of mutual delusion among all of them.
But everyone that's left except the only person still kicking he's the last of the motherfucking Mohicans, dude.
Dude, that's
Tom
why we
Myers.
gotta support and appreciate.
Well, he quit comedy for a while to call Little League games, and then I guess he came back.
No.
I
How
don't think
dare
he
you.
quit
To-
comedy
to-
to do that. I
to-
think that was just a fellow passion of his.
No.
Stop. It
he
was not
quit
Little League
comedy.
games. It was the Aberdeen Ironbirds.
And then he
He
got
got fired from that.
he got back into it, and immediately
You're going on a rant about
he
George
immediately
Bush.
recorded 7 different albums.
There's
And
oh fuck! I saw the. So he's had work. Damn.
He has a podcast now.
Does he?
Yeah. Someone sent me
No, he's doing a new album, and the word is the title.
Who
is so
retweeted his
good.
podcast?
someone sent me a
Someone who should know
Oh no
better.
no. Judd Apatow
Oh, yeah.
retweeted him
That was awesome.
during the some shit about Trump.
That was fucking awesome.
Which I mean, whatever. And he was like, Mr. Apatow, thank you so much.
Yeah.
If you could please retweet this next tweet of mine as well. No, he. Someone said that he has a podcast, and he was like tweeting at Keith Olbermann. He's like,
Oh hell yeah.
I run a Dem-focused podcast, Mr. Olbermann, and we'd love to have you on.
Fuck, I'm trying to. Yeah, Words of Mass Destruction was the old one. This new one was really good. A really good title, but I can't remember what it is.
He's on Spotify, I think.
Yeah. But I mean, he's recording a new CD, a new album. We've already told the story of how me and Nick were at the last recording.
Yeah.
But it was pretty funny. You were straight up disrespecting him during your set.
Yeah.
You said, I remember the one thing you said was like, because we were in Bel Air, Maryland, and you were like, what if in Bel Air in L.A. there's a not shitty comedian named Tom Myers recording his album? And then it's like, no, it's time for Tom Myers.
Yeah, and the nicer Bel Air.
Yeah.
The one people think about, there's a guy named Tom Myers doing comedy who's like really good at comedy.
Yeah, that's what you said. Really good. Yeah. Fuck. beautiful.
Yeah, dude, that show was hilarious. I remember like fucking. I showed up and I went up to Tom. I was like, "You got drink tickets?" And he was like, "No." He's like, "I just have like a food tab." I'm like, "Well, can you like get me a drink on your food tab since I came up here and I'm not getting paid?" And I like went up there to mock him.
Of course, yes.
And he was like, "Nah, sorry." He's like, "Any of the money I made for the show, I had to pay for Ron Bender's bus ticket up here." And I was like, "All right."
Yeah, Ron is just drinking flat Diet Coke out of his own big gold cup.
Yeah.
Not talking to anyone.
Oh man, I felt so bad for that guy because he was a nice guy.
He was a nice guy, yeah.
And like he wasn't for like that type of comedian that used to be able to exist, which is like a guy who has nothing other than just like sort of the D room circuit.
Right.
Funnies.
Yeah, he had chops.
He was all right.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
wasn't bad. How you get in bed with a guy named Tom Myers? I don't understand how.
You're just a nice person who just
Yeah.
keeps doing him favors.
Anyways.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
imagine if you had
a couple
someone-
months later when I like told people about Tom Myers on social media because I was like, I started telling people about Ninen or Tom Myers or whatever, and Tom realized I was making fun of him. He tried to like shame me for like, oh yeah, remember when you asked me for drinks at the show because you're a fucking degenerate alcoholic, just trying to get drinks for free, and it's like, yeah, that's kind of part of my thing.
Right. Also, I was doing we get paid in drinks.
Yeah.
Like it's like if you're not paying me.
Yeah, you're not like discovering something by telling people that I'm like a bum.
Yeah, no one was like Nick Mullen
drunk drink tickets.
Yeah.
Nick Mullen tried to get free whiskey.
But I do think that Tom is like, a pure soul, and I think Ninen is obviously Satan incarnate.
No, Tom's just like
not a
not
pure
as
soul.
competent as
Yeah,
Ninen.
exactly.
They're the
he
same
wants
kind
to be
of guy.
Ninen.
Yeah.
He's not. He's a shittier Ninen. Jesus, that is for sure the meanest
I guess
thing I've said
Ninen
about
was
Tom Myers.
Ninen was at a Bitcoin conference recently, and
I
people
heard
were,
about
Salute
that.
to that
people
warrior,
were sending
man.
me pictures they took with him.
He keeps just.
Does someone
staying
have a
alive,
recording
dude.
of his set? Did he do the Samsung joke?
Of course he did.
Yeah, apparently it was someone trying to charge the new Samsung Galaxy S8.
Why is he Canadian?
I don't know.
But he does talk like that.
Samsung.
Samsung Galaxy.
There was a big plunge in the Bitcoin.
You think
I know,
Dan
I
Ninen
know
gets-
everyone's thinking it's, what race is this guy? My race is bong hip transplant.
Oh fuck! Fuse them together, dude. Put them in together, dude.
One day, two men sharing an elevator. Hi, my name's Tom Myers. I'm a comedian. I'm Dan Ninen. I guess we're riding this elevator together. Hey, you don't mind if I just try to charge my phone for a bit, do you? No, go ahead. Go right ahead and go ahead and charge your phone. I'm just going to stand here and be half Indian, half Japanese. All right, I'm plugging my phone in now. Little did he know, the Samsung Galaxy S8 blew up or something and merged the two of them into the world's shittiest comedian. Starring Steve Buscemi in brownface as Tom Ninen. I'm kind of hoping Hillary wins because I'm half Indian, half Japanese. And I hear they're hiring Indian turns.
Ooh, where do you get your sushi from?
Yeah. Are you talking about eating Hillary Clinton's pussy? Yeah, I'm only 50% clean. I tell you where I get my sushi from, the Bilderberg Group.
Hell yeah! I get my sushi from 7-Eleven, which I also work at, which I also manage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that is good.
Wow.
Yeah, I forgot that you worked there.
Fuck, I wish that movie existed.
We could make it.
We could.
The world's shittiest comedian. One phone, two men. Results catastrophic.
Fuck, dude.
Starring
Wilford Brimley is Ron Bender.
Oh yeah, who's playing Irwin?
Starring Christian Bale in his fattest role ever as Irwin. Oh, what are you if you're half Jewish, half Japanese?
Oh fuck!
I was photoshopping a picture of Christian Bale and his wife walking.
But there's some people out there that like to shit on you for no reason. I mean, we could go into it. The Mickey Coachellas of the world and the Nick Mullins of Cumtown and stuff like that.
Well,
who like to take shots. Now, do you take that as like them taking nice ribs at you, or are you legitly pissed at these people?
You know, honestly, like nothing they've ever said or done has really affected me or derailed me in any way. In fact, with the Nick Mullins situation,
Okay.
I think
the Nick Mullins situation.
his attempt was to try and bring me down and just about ruin me. But I, from my own observation, I could be completely wrong about this. My following has increased by 100-fold.
I mean, yeah. Well, you're a big fucking deal, Tom. I get it.
And after I think his effort was to ruin me. Go ahead and shit on Make America Innate again, and the sales for that have just absolutely compounded exponentially.
Do you take it as do you take it as him trying to shit on you, or do you think that Nick Mullen really has ill will for you, or that he's a guy that you know and that you came up with, and that maybe is it in a weird way? In a weird way, was this maybe one of the nicest things he's ever done for you? In a mean way, is this is it a blessing in disguise? Maybe.
I think he tried to do something, and it was like Mickey in a way. They ended up doing something. They tried to, they tried to shit on me, whether it was playful or not, and it ended up coming back to bite him in the ass.
Yeah, well, Mickey is not doing too good right now. And listen,
I have to be nice. I have to legit be nice about Mickey, because I think he and I have kind of declared an unofficial ceasefire.
You're truce now, right?
He comes into the restaurant where my name's on the liquor license of this restaurant up in Falston. At least once a week he comes in.
Okay.
And so we talk bullshit and have a good time and everything. So whatever ill will, if there was any, I personally don't know if there was.
Okay.
Seems to be at least put
water under the bridge at this point.
Put to the side.
Okay.
That's the Iran deal of our. Of this relationship.
So Tom, let me riddle me this, Batman. So we kind of brought up the Nick Mullen, the Cumtowns and the Mickey Coachellas of the world, even. to the extent the Joe Robinsons, the Rob Mayers, who have basically said you're you're the world's worst comedian. Okay, this is not what I'm saying.
Right.
This is what they're saying. Right.
I know.
Now,
I know because
have
people
you
said me,
ever?
hey, here's what they're saying about you. Like,
Have
thanks.
you
Did you hear
ever?
about this guy that shit on you this week?
Now,
I did, Mom. Thank you.
now to be clear, I don't think you're the world's worst comedian by stretches about. That's ridiculous to say. But have you ever
I'm
thought about it?
15th worst, he says.
Have you ever thought about it in the back of your head, like embracing that and say, what if, like, have you ever thought about billing yourself as the world's worst comedian? But nothing.
They are considered mildly controversial and mildly offensive.
Okay.
Like that's what I think. I'm trying to do with that. Maybe in my own way, I'm trying to do that.
Let me hypothetically
where I want to say, I don't really like him. I don't like anything he said, and rather than just do like clean, boring, Jerry Seinfeld-esque type of comedy, but instead just kind of go all like talk about subjects no other comics will talk about, or closing on a joke about burn victims or something. Or
That's good.
You can?
Yeah.
Adam, talk.
Check. You hear me?
No.
There you
Oh,
go.
there
I
we
hear
go.
everyone.
There we go. Can you suck my dick? What was up with Brandon? Where was he at?
We just got lunch.
Nice.
We re-listened to that Sip of Coffee podcast together.
What's that?
The thing that Stav sent us.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
the second time through, it was
Tom's pod.
Well, no, it was
No,
Chris
he was
Hudson's
guesting.
pod.
Yeah.
The second time through,
It was awesome.
it was even better.
Oh, I didn't listen to it.
Oh, dude.
my god!
Should we play it on the show?
No, I don't think so.
I mean,
I don't look. Whatever. We don't want.
the part where Chris Hudson's like, "Your fans are crazy, Tom. They're the most. They're the most dedicated army." He's like, they're like weird. Like it's just Tom not realizing where they come from. Because they're all really
the
nice.
Myers
to him.
Armada.
Yeah.
I love it, dude.
And he's like, my career, it's taken so many weird twists and turns. Like I don't even.
It was awesome.
What's funny about him is that like his mental illness is very static.
Absolutely. He's the same guy.
It's like he hasn't changed at all.
incredible.
Where it's like
For
it's made
decades.
him more stable than anyone I know.
That's true.
The people
That's
that
true.
I know that are normal are like in the last year they're like, yeah, I'm getting my penis cut off and I'm a communist.
Yeah.
And it's like
Tom
Yeah.
stayed
You
the
can
same.
set your
I-
watch
I-
by Myers.
I spent all my time online talking about how Stalin was actually right. Now I unironically turned into a Stalinist
Yeah, I love
because
gulags. now.
I'm trying to out-woke Nike and Target. Because the only way I can validate my sense of an individual is stepping on the gas harder than them.
Yeah.
But I can only understand things through the context of being somebody that's been subjected to advertising their entire life
It's true.
and has no. I have no culture outside of that. Tom, at least.
He keeps cooking. You know.
Yeah, dude.
That boy just he knows.
He loves it.
He loves it.
He just has
He's
shit to
writing
say. The
it-
thing is, he's got stuff to say, and it's coming out.
Yeah, like he saw Bill Hicks when he was like 12,
13.
Yeah.
and then he was like frozen like Han Solo,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was like it's like the Medusa.
He's the fucking
There's a
king.
moment where he talks about how no politicians ever had coffee. Do you remember that? It doesn't make any sense. And they run with it for like 10 minutes. They're like, if they just gave them coffee enemas, then we'd be getting $2,000 checks every day.
Yep.
And it doesn't make.
Here's what I'll say. I can't wait to hear this polished.
Yeah.
Like,
This
clearly
is
he's
going on
working
the
through some
CD.
stuff, but
This is going on the
I want to
CD.
hear Words of Mass Destruction 2.
You mean 3?
Is it 3?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome, dude. God damn.
The greatest guy of all time.
Yeah. Was it pitchforks, spears, and other?
Yeah.
The premise of that is so good.
Yep.
That people are coming to protest.
They're mad because of all the truths that Tom is saying. He's whipped up the town into a frenzy because of how truthful
how inconvenient his truths are. How dangerous his words are.
Well, there's also the Frankenstein reading on it.
Yes, of course.
That Tom is a man that doesn't really live a life that the rest of us understand.
Right.
But the society can only really see him as sort of a monster.
Yeah, he's been constructed by a mad scientist.
Yes.
But in hindsight,
the reality is, the way this all ends, is Tom, it all comes full circle, and he is considered, unironically, it's not a joke anymore, the jokes make sense, and he is the only person that has any connection with reality.
Yeah, right.
Because regular people have now gone so
That's
far
true.
off the deep end.
Yeah.
You know, with the fingernail polish and the
Thank you. Thank you. Finally, someone had to say it.
I need my little doilies. Or is that a thing?
I've been so pissed
Or
about doilies.
Well, this morning's coffee with a lot of fun.
It's with Tom Myers.
Yeah.
Tom, welcome to WJC. Good morning. How are you?
Pleasure having pleasure being on. Thanks for having me.
What I want everybody to do is
Great reaction. Thank you. Thank you so much. I was wondering how you got recording something. Obviously, I want to go ahead and appeal to all those
Tom Meyer,
EJ
Make America.
That was going to be the title of your
People
CD.
thought that was a bit much. You know. Telling someone to sit down.
No,
is
I got to be honest with you. That kind of brought me in the house. T-O-M-M-Y, two M's.
But before we buy it,
Yes.
we need
He the one.
I got to introduce my lady to Tom Myers this past week.
That's awesome.
Oh my God.
I went to Magoobies, and they announced that I was
Tom
coming to
lives there
Magoobies,
now.
and Tom fucking smashed me on the comments. He was like, "I hope you guys have Chinese food."
Whoa!
This is what I love, Tom. This is what I love. This is what I love about
Who
Tom.
is that?
Don't hurt him.
This is what I love about Tom is that it's schizophrenic because it doesn't make any sense. What do you mean? So Chinese people are going to come to the show, even though he's racist against
so
Chinese
funny,
people?
dude.
Damn.
It doesn't make any sense.
So then I got to show we listened, dude, on the drive back from Pittsburgh this past week. We listened to "Make America Innate Again."
Yeah.
the whole way,
fire.
dude.
Amazing.
The whole way through.
Uh-huh.
It's fucking crazy, dude. And Ian was in the backseat. He was the one asking for it. Finance was like, let's listen to it. Blah.
Old Tommy Two Mize.
fuck.
Tommy Ermai.
I need an update on Tom Myers. I got to go back to Baltimore.
Yeah, dude. I
Check up
emailed
on
him. I was like, "Will you do my podcast? I promise I won't make fun of you."
What did he say?
No, he didn't respond.
I'll ask him.
Yeah.
I can ask him too.
I'll ask him. I won't tell him it's your podcast.
Yeah, of course. I would never.
He'd probably do it if
I don't know
told him.
why he's fucking mad at me. I didn't make fun of him any more than anyone else did.
He literally does not know that everyone makes fun of him. Like he thinks,
No, there's no way he could keep
He's
going.
he's like Mr. Magoo, but for opinions.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, no.
Tommy.
One of my favorite Tom Myers moments is we were at EJ's Landing.
Hell
and
yes.
He's doing some bit about how the Orioles suck. And these two guys are like, "Hey, you want to get out of here?" And they're just like casually take off. He's like, "Oh yeah, you can't take it, huh?" You can't he's like, my friends. They're just like walking out, dude. Like, "Come outside."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, you can't criticize everybody's team. I understand that. Well, you're just fucking cowards or whatever." And then outside, we were later that night, we were talking about joke theft, which I feel like if you started comedy in 2005, 2006, that's all you cared about the first 6 months in comedy.
I do remember for some reason starting out and being
fucking hacks,
terrified.
dude. You know who
someone's
I
gonna
hate
steal my
is
shit.
hacks.
Right.
Hacks are the fucking that I'm going up. It's like, what if you fingered a baby? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Awful garbage
I had a
material.
joke. I was afraid people would steal my shit, and one of my jokes was like, I knew I was getting fatter when I started having trouble wiping my own ass. And then I was like, yeah, a couple months ago, maybe I wasn't in the best shape, but my asshole was incredibly clean. That was the joke.
Yeah.
That was like my big... and I
That
had
was a
big,
closer?
yeah, that was like a big... It was a tent pole in the middle of it.
Oh, okay.
God, that was so... Dude, I have a fucking... From EJ's Landing, I have a hilarious Tom Myers thing. I was in a contest there. There was just this terrible seafood restaurant where Irwin... We haven't talked about Irwin at all.
Oh, my God.
Who
dude.
is a fucking
That's
gold
going to be
mine.
the next half of the podcast.
Yeah.
That should be.
But,
yeah.
So it was, it's this terrible seafood restaurant that was an open mic, and they would run contests.
Are you good to talk for a second if I go get a coffee?
Yeah, sure.
Nick, can you pour me like 2 sips?
So I'm in this contest, and Tom Myers is on it too. And my little brothers come to see me, and my little brother Nick just does an incredible black guy impression. Like he has like every register of black guy. Like he does a great James Brown. He does just like a great and so Tom Myers, I go up by whatever, and OK said I'm 6 months into comedy or whatever.
Right.
Then Tom Myers goes up, and he's just doing like jokes about Vietnam. Like he's doing jokes about like Charlie in the trees and just like the classic Tom Myers bits. And my little brother starts going like, oh hell no. Just like as a black guy. He just starts going like, no, thank you. Just heckling him as a black person for some reason, I guess probably being racist. But just like, and Tom is like a little flustered. And to the point where I have to tell him, please, Nick, you gotta stop doing this.
Yeah.
Like, someone's gonna come see, and it's gonna be like, I brought the guy heckling, Anyway, so we do this fucking, so we do the contest is over. Tom bombs because my brother is heckling him as a black person, and he's got his jokes or whatever. So then I go up to him, just like kind of making small talk, and I'm like, oh, Tom, this was I was like, oh yeah, there's kind of, whatever the crowd stuff. And he's like, dude, these fucking urban crowds, smart material.
He was talking about your brother.
These urban crowds, smart material goes right over their heads. It was just my brother doing a black guy voice heckling him. It wasn't that it wasn't like black people didn't get his fucking Vietnam jokes. His like warmed over Bill Hicks shit.
It wasn't even like urban crowds.
There was no black people there. It was my brother doing a black guy voice, and that's how racist he was that he couldn't even just admit he was bombing. It was a 16-year-old white child going like,
Yeah, well,
poor
yeah.
Tom.
So Tom that night, we were outside talking about joke theft, and he goes, luckily I don't have to worry about that because no one will touch my material with a 10-foot pole. And he says it with this like, no one has the courage
right.
to do his to do his Kennedy stuff. Which Tom, you were born in 1983.
Yeah.
What do you give
Tom
a shit
is
about?
No, he was born in like, he's not.
No,
he's not that much older than us, dude. No,
he's. I remember when I was 17, Tom was like 24.
I don't know.
So he's got to be 34 now.
I think he might be maybe a scunch younger, but I don't know.
Okay, I'm 21 now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 20 years old.
Yeah, I'm 19 and a half.
So we're all 17-year-old guys.
Yeah. Just young comics.
Have we said
the
that
highest
to the
T
listeners?
we're ever gonna? Oh yeah, I don't think they know we're all 17.
We're at our sexual peaks.
Yeah, we're at our. We love fucking right now. We come immediately.
Oh God,
and
I can't get enough.
I'm never not coming. I'm always secreting a little bit of jizz.
Yeah,
every second of the day.
Yeah, that's how dogs fuck. You know that?
I did not know.
Dogs don't bust. They're leaking cum.
They're constantly coming.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I love it.
You ever see a turtle's dick?
No.
It opens up. The whole front end opens up like a
Venus flytrap.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does it taste?
Have you seen an elephant's dick before?
No.
Their penises are prehensile.
Yeah, dolphins too.
Yeah, so they can move in they're like trunks. They can move in like different directions.
Have a dick that does
and
that.
elephants jerk off, but they obviously don't have hands, so they just fling
beat it
their
against
dicks
their stomach. Yeah,
into their stomachs until they blast.
Incredible.
So I'm 36 years old, and I'm at that point in my life now where women look at my penis the same way a kid looks at snow when to hear school's going to be closed. Anything less than 6 inches and there's bitter disappointment. Best case scenario, she gets to go home an hour early. They say you get another year older, you get another year wiser. That's bullshit. You get another year older, that's one more second. You have to stand at the urinal, shaking yourself so you don't dribble all over your pants.
And then, like 3 days, like people were like congratulating him, and he did a couple bits about him, and then I think he got tired of it, so he just said he died.
Yeah.
And then you did an R.I.P. post
in a beer fire.
Yeah, he said he died in a beer fire.
But I was posting all this bullshit about how I can't afford like a crib, so he just sleeps in my like laundry basket.
yes. And we were like, ooh, jeez, I don't know about this. And and you posted an RIP status, and you used Jadakiss. Was it Jadakiss RIP? Who is that?
Is it Jade? No, that's not Jade.
No.
That's
Oh, RIP. We just killed the club.
Yeah, that's Jeezy.
That's right. Yes, Young Jeezy. And you posted RIP my beautiful son, Ronaldo McMullen.
R.I.P.
And you had a link in the YouTube video to that song. RIP, we just killed the club. And then like people, I remember a couple different people came up to me personally and were like, hey man, I've been trying to reach Nick to give him my to give him my condolences for his son. And I was like, what
Say, bitch, I'm at the club. You can't reach me. R.I.P. just killed the club. Patron out the cup almost killed a thug. R.I.P. R.I.P. Just listening to that song because your son died.
a little funeral, a little baby funeral.
No, I remember when we went to Tom Myers' album recording.
Yes.
And I saw him, and I was like, Tom, you have any drink tickets? You know? And he's like, no, they didn't comp any of my stuff. And he was like, oh, congratulations, by the way, on your son. I was like, what? And he was like, congratulations on having a son. And I was like, oh, thanks, Tom. Yeah.
Tom Myers, a comedian.
Does he say a comedian or the comedian?
I think he says a comedian.
A comedian.
Yeah.
That's such a good intro.
Well,
the fucking girl playing.
They don't
the
like
song.
puns, I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't even tell the pun.
Yeah.
God, I want to book him for something, but he'll never do anything with us.
We tried to like.
We're all blocked, right?
Yeah. Numerous times throughout the years, I've come up with scams to book Tom for fictional venues in the middle of the country.
Well, there is a way. I think.
That's always felt like a little too. Meanwhile, while we've been doing all the serious stuff at the beginning,
Yes.
the warm-up comic will have worked with the audience.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Tom Takar.
Tom Takar. Yeah, he'll take the gig.
He's a
great comic.
I was gonna say a different Tom, but
Yeah. I mean, that would be a dream.
yeah,
We gotta make peace.
I don't know if we could get it. I know.
If we got him on the show, it'd be must-see TV.
Yeah,
It would be incredible.
it would be great.
We'd be so nice. Can we get Louis J. Gomez to broker peace?
Louis J.C.K.
Louis J.C.K.
Yeah.
If Louis could, because he got him on the Real Last podcast.
Louis Juicy Couture.
I don't want to detract from the news, but I'm just thinking right now.
Mm-hmm.
We have to name a number.
Yeah.
That Tom can't say. No
6
to.
million.
We don't have that much money.
Oh, I thought you just said name a number.
No,
I
have to be
didn't
like
realize the
Tom.
money. Yeah.
Tom, $20,000.
You know he's already declined. Somebody offered him like $10 million to do.
They didn't have $10 million. It has to be a reasonable
But
amount.
Tom doesn't know that. I guarantee you he does not know.
Tom was like, some oligarch actually offered me $10 million.
He genuinely turned down. I mean, this is the guy that'll drive to Indiana for $20, but he turned down doing.
We have to get him.
Yeah.
We have to get him, and we'll be nice. We'll be so nice.
We
love him.
Let's hit the monologue jokes.
All right,
and then I'll get one of the PAs to drive to his parents' house and knock on the door.
Okay,
yeah,
that's a good idea. One of the unpaid interns. Okay, and now the news, folks.
Later.
That's exciting. That's
Later,
exciting.
Gator.
Stay tuned for that.
Why the hell do people say "see you later, alligator"?
Yeah,
you know.
They,
yeah, good. Go ahead. Why don't you go ahead and try that to an actual alligator?
Yeah. Good luck, buddy. Good luck, buddy. He's not going to leave you alone.
Tom Myers live. Go ahead and try saying that to an actual alligator. I look at him and I say, pal, why don't you try saying that to an actual alligator and see where that gets you.
It's
a one-way ticket to Bite Town, pal. That's where you're going.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I'll be playing Bite Town next week. Oh, geez, hope the crowd's better than this one.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Geez, I hope the folks over at Bite Town are a little bit better than you guys.
That's pretty good.
What else do we got, folks? You see Dominic Strauss-Kahn is in the news.
Dominic Strauss-Kahn's back in the news.
Dominic Strauss-Kahn's back in the news.
Of course, the former leader of the World Bank who got arrested.
Yeah.
For molesting
an African woman in a bathroom. I don't know what's worse, that woman got raped in there. That's probably the first time she's seen a bathroom in her entire life, folks. I'll tell you.
They
you know
go
who,
on the ground.
You know who couldn't wait to get on a plane from Africa here
is that lady, and then the last thing she said was "See you later, alligator," but she meant it for real.
Because she was never coming back.
The jungle is filled with alligators.
She was never coming back to the heart of darkness, the dark continent. Black Africa. They used to call it Black Africa.
You know, the original title of that book was "Fart of Darkness," and it was about how stinky the Congo was.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. You ever notice how people say, don't get your wires crossed? Yeah. Pal, show me one guy who hasn't done that.
Yeah.
I got a drawer at my parents' house where I live filled with wires, and they're completely crossed.
Yeah, they're just jumbled up.
So what are you saying? I have schizophrenia? I'm a schizophrenic guy that does comedy for some reason? All right, next joke.
Next joke. Bite down. See me next week in Bite Down. Yeah.
I'll get you a one-way ticket to Bites.
What's that story you have about him talking about the Orioles?
Oh, yeah.
You said it on the podcast.
And EJ's landing. Yeah, shitting on the Orioles and two guys just casually leaving the bar. Oh, that too much for you? Get him, Tom.
Boom.
Get them.
Oh, and speaking of Tom, fans stay on him about coming on the show. Apparently he's going on a big podcasting tour. He goes on the Chapo Trap House podcast. You know, I listened to 5 minutes of that on the plane. I couldn't tell them apart. It was like 5 Tom Myers sitting in a room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about Mom Tires?
Yeah, that'd be sick.
She's like, y'all want some Michelins? How you doing? My name's
titties?
Sandy. I'm 832 pounds, and I sell used tires. I sell them myself, personally. I'm Mom Tires. That's the name of my business. And I'm also gay.
Yeah. My tire.
And a little bit Chinese. Just a riddle. Just a riddle bit.
I'm just a riddle bit.
The
I
Chinese
just got my
guy being
23
like,
and me.
Chinese Tom Myers being like, yeah, why do they call him the Riddler? It seems like this guy's the same size as the rest of them.
Yes, that's good.
He's about the same size as the rest of them, but they call him the Littler. I was thinking they should call him the normal size guy.
Yeah.
The guy that's the same size as everybody else. I guess that's what the question marks are for. You see him and you're like, yeah, this guy's realer than the rest of the guys. And you look at him and you're like, no, he's not. And it's like, what? What the hell? And that's what all the exclamation points are.
You know they got a new Riddler coming out.
Do
a
they?
new movie, yeah.
Who's playing the Riddler?
It's trans.
You know I'm Tom Myers. Can I suck you? Can I suck you?
Just gonna put it out there. What can we do to squash the beef between you and Come Town / the Adam Friedland Show? Is that possible? Is there a way that you would appear on the Adam Friedland Show as a guest?
Honestly, I'm so focused on my own podcast at this point and just working on that I've kind of gotten rid of any beef on my end years ago. Just because, I mean, you know how difficult it is to, like, all the work that goes into just to prepare something, prepare topics. That's pretty much what I do. And then I usually take breaks around the Christmas and the summer holidays. And even then, I find that incredibly taxing just because I write, produce, and edit the whole podcast myself. I bring guests on and assemble my panel together. So, I mean, honestly, I'm happy just doing what I'm doing right now.
But just like not from like, I mean, that's good to hear, but like not, let's say like not from an entertainment perspective, because like you knew these guys for a while, like before we did. We've known them for, like, you know, I've known them, some of them like 10 years almost at this point. But like, yeah, you guys were doing comedy back in Maryland. Just for that, would you at least like be on neutral terms with them? Would you at least like be civil with them?
I mean, just given the fact that they've completely misrepresented some stuff I've said, completely lied about stuff I've said that made me sound bad, and gone after and just completely disparaged friends of mine, I mean, the answer is no. I mean, I've known Nick Mullen since he started like some 15 years ago. I was already a touring comic when he started. And whenever I would see him perform, I would always just get the impression that before each set, he would just drink an entire gallon of paint. And that was, I've always just tried to stay away from him even then. So it predated the wide world of podcasts.
Well, there's a reason I never became a diplomat.
It is weird. You do comedy long enough, and like I can't tell you.
You're telling me that a guy... She knows the most stupid thing to say at any particular point in time. I don't think the dumbest person in the world could consistently be so stupid. You have to be smart enough to pick the dumbest things to say.
The ultimate, like, incarnation of the problem with online debate is actually destiny.
Like, these guys are, like, literally a stone's throw away from throating f***ing Stalin. They just don't want to admit it publicly because they don't know how to do the argument. They're too retarded. Like, look at Hassan waffling on his support for even Taiwan or Hong Kong. That motherfucker be dragged, kicking and screaming over the finish line just to support Ukraine, right? No, why the f would I give any ground to these tanky losers that are just tankies by a different name now? They pretend that Europe is full of communist and socialist parties. It's not. They pretend that when they say socialism, they just mean expanded government spending. They don't. Like, no, I'm not gonna, why would I cede any ground to these guys that literally treat anybody that supports capitalism as a fascist? People in H3H3 threads saying that, like, billionaires are evil, landlords are evil, that are imitating Hassan, who says let the blood of landlords run through the streets.
Let the streets soak in their red capitalist blood.
Welcome back to Piers Morgan Uncensored. In recent years, Russell Brand's reinvented himself as an anti-establishment. I've been watching this. It's very interesting.
How is Pearl getting on Piers Morgan so often? What the f is happening? Why?
Ready for him.
True. Okay. Say that last part again.
Yeah, it seemed like you had questions about unions.
Oh,
and
no, I didn't have questions.
I guess, like,
unions are not socialist.
Oh, no.
But you can talk about it if you want, or if you disagree with it. But I'm not. That's not a question that I have. I've never asked that question. But go ahead.
Well, I thought it was like, couldn't you think of unions as just like other businesses or like other firms that the government kind of tries to regulate as a separate institution?
I feel like that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, do you think that unions... I mean, if you think of socialism as like a democratization of the economy, do you think unions fit into that mold at all?
Well, I don't know. I don't think of socialism as a democratization of the economy. I think of socialism as workers owning the means of production, and there not being like private investment or private owners.
Okay. I mean, I think that... Yeah, I think I had a similar thought. I think that part of the reason why I had some confusion in this regard was because it seems like a lot of socialists today will say that socialism is when workers own businesses and when workers own the means of production. But I mean, really, that's not, like, historically, that's not really quite what socialism has meant. It doesn't really seem like many historical socialists had this thought of, oh, well, you know, socialism is essentially when workers own the businesses that they work at. You know, some people had that conception, but it seems like generally, you know, speaking, socialism was more generic than that, where socialism was more collective ownership or social ownership.
Sure. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
I kind of agree with you. You know what would be really based, actually, to get to the bottom of this? Are there any like really big professors on YouTube that talk about socialism? I think it'd be really sick if I could maybe reach out to one of them and then I could get like a concrete definition on like what do people mean when they say socialism, right? Can you think of anybody?
Yeah, I mean the best, you know, I mean I've already recommended, you know, the best socialist really in the whole policy space is probably Matt Brunig.
Oh, I was referring to Professor Wolf. My bad.
Oh, well, that's the thing. Like obviously some socialists like Richard Wolff will say, you know, my socialism is essentially workplace democracy, which, I mean, it's obvious that, I mean, I think fairly enough, like you could call that a type of socialism, right? If all businesses were owned by workers.
Sure. Okay, can I just like real quick, this is my issue, okay? The problem with socialism today is that socialism is it's a Mott and Bailey that I hate. Okay, in that people will say they'll do it's a Mott and Bailey kind of in the same way that conservatives used to use it as an attack in the past, right? Like people like conservatives would say something like you'd say something like, oh, like I can't even think of anything. Anytime you wanted more government spending, like conservatives would say that's socialism.
Right.
And then you'd be like, no, it's social spending. And then, like everything was socialism. But now it feels like progressives have wrapped around to that same thing, where now all forms of socialized medicine is socialism. Not really. But I mean, if you want to call it that, so what you're saying, if you want to be like, well, we can describe socialism very broadly as kind of this social investment that government might make into protecting the rights of workers, providing for its citizens, whatever. Fine. That's fine if you want to say that. But the problem is, as soon as you be like, okay, sure, if that's what you want to call socialism, I can get on board with it. Then the next thing's going to be like, okay, that's awesome. I'm glad you agree with me. Billionaires are evil and we should execute all business owners and landlords. It's like, oh, okay. Like, as soon as you agree to these, like, very weak, cupped, flaccid, tiny versions of socialism that can all exist in a capitalist environment, but there's no reason to ever invoke the word socialism. As soon as you agree to it, then they want to move over to the real parts of socialism, where they're saying like, oh, cool, well, time to start expropriating businesses, time to start nationalizing industries, and time to start making it illegal to own homes or even have like private owners. Sorry, God, yeah. That's my issue, is the Mott and Bailey feel of it, yeah.
Well, that's fair. I mean, yeah, that's obviously fair. I mean, you can see a lot of really just radicals of any type of ideology say the same thing. I tweeted just the other day about how it seems like conservatives will argue for means testing for welfare, but really they just mean, I don't want anybody to be on welfare, so I'm going to make it really hard to get welfare, right?
Sure. Same thing as when conservatives are like, we need to domestically spend more and stop spending on Ukraine. And it's like, you mean you just don't want to spend on anything, you fucking piece of shit, yeah.
Right, exactly. Right, like some libertarian account that was like, I can't believe we spent $100 billion on Ukraine, and I think it was maybe SDL who was like, what $100 billion welfare program do you support? Libertarian Party of New Hampshire or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So obviously that's pretty bullshit, right? But I think that, that's where, just having like a decent holistic understanding can help a little bit, right? Because like you mentioned socialized medicine. I mean, I think it's fair to say that if, like, take the UK, for example, with their NHS system, that's like obviously like a socialist institution, right? It was founded by, well, yeah, right. I mean, medicine is a service, and there's products of medicine as well. It's a means of production, right? And it's
but the means of production isn't owned collectively by the workers. It's owned and operated by the government. The same way that we wouldn't say China and their state-owned enterprises, we wouldn't call that socialist, right? We would call that state capitalism, right? Because the profits are being sent back to the owner, which in this case happens to be the government, and the directions and everything are not being made collectively by the workers. It's being made by the owner, the private owner of that capital, which is the government. And then employees are, the exploitation, blah, 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 right, yeah.
Well, it's not.
Don't say right, because you just said it was social. I disagree with that. I don't think it is. I think it's
no, but that's where it's more complicated than that, right? Because obviously, like if we're just saying socialism is when there's national industry, right? That's probably a bit vacuous, right? And probably not fair, because most socialists wouldn't say like authoritarian China or like Nazi Germany were socialist countries because of how authoritarian they were. There wasn't really there was a very top-down hierarchical government, right? But when we're talking about like something like the UK, where essentially they took over an industry under a democratic framework, and that, in the case today, that industry, this sort of NHS system, is democratically accountable and has, communal and social purpose. I think it's fair to call that a form of socialism, where if you have state ownership that's like robustly democratic, I mean, that's probably socialism, right? If we understand like historically what socialism is. And so it's
I
similar
guess,
to,
but then at that point
yeah,
we just have like, I don't know what socialism means at that point. Like, I don't know what we're even talking about. Like, in my world, socialism means that when I go to work, I'm going to engage with capital that I own collectively with the other people that work that capital. It is the fact that when I work, any product or service that I create or deliver no longer is another party, a third party, a private owner, scraping any of the excess of what I produce off from what I earn as a wage. All of the excess that's created goes back to me because I have equity ownership of all the capital. That's my understanding of what socialism is. What you're talking about is just like it's still a private firm, kind of. And the idea of like socialism, it is quote unquote public, but the profits
Right.
and everything go back to the government. If the NHS performs well, these workers, they don't have equity ownership in like the government, and they get like a paycheck back for it. They can't sell or buy shares of their work. It's not cooperatively ran and owned. They don't even get to dictate their own policy. We could literally have a vote publicly and say the NHS has to do this, and every worker could disagree, and it wouldn't matter. They wouldn't have a say. That's working for a private firm. It just happens to be that the firm is the government. Now, again, if you want to say it's socialism because it's like when the government does stuff or runs stuff, I guess it's fine. But it feels so weird that we ran back to the straw man conservative argument of socialism, and now that's what we unironically call socialism. That's so weird to me.
Well, of course, like we can imagine. I mean, of course, it makes sense that. I mean, socialism could very well be when the government does certain things, right? Like if the government collectivizes an entire industry, that's not really capitalism, right? And it just depends on the framework of how it might be set up. Like, for instance,
Of the problem with online debate is actually Destiny. Destiny is really smart. I mean, I don't think anyone can deny that. But I think that he's kind of gone down a path where in many cases the satiation of his feeling of intellectual superiority takes precedence over
The satiation of his feeling of intellectual superiority. There's got to be writers for this arc now. I think there's so much money in streaming now. I think there are writers now for like some of the meme shit that people say. What a self-contradicting, hilarious statement that a person could utter. His satiation for intellectual superiority.
of intellectual superiority takes he's kind of gone down a path where in many cases the satiation of his feeling of intellectual superiority takes precedence over anything material in a debate, whether that be what's actually true or like I'll put it this way,
Please, God, I already know he's not going to. So I'm being performative now when I say this. No, I'm not being performative. I do genuinely hope he does. I hope he gives one example. I hope that he gives one example of me doing this in a debate. Maybe he will. Let's hear it. Maybe he'll, because he just watched the Jubilee thing, so maybe.
Material in a debate, whether that be what's actually true or like I'll put it this way, he's been known to do the thing where he doesn't believe something but will play devil's advocate because he's like, I bet these stupid lefties don't even know how to debate against it. I bet, let me take this position. Yeah, you've no...
When is the last time I've even debated a lefty? Is this guy in 2021? Bro, we've been doing Red Pill for like a year and a half. Also, if I'm taking a devil's advocate position, I usually outright say it. Like I did with Mr. Girl, like representing stronger Nazi arguments. I've done it with people. I just did it kind of with Lonerbox, like representing like, well, here's what I've heard for the Israel-Palestine stuff. I held Pixie and Aaron when I did that. What is he talking about?
It's like, I bet these stupid lefties don't even know how to debate against it. I bet, let me take this position. Yeah, you have no chance against me. Yeah. And then afterwards he's like, well, I don't actually believe that, but like they don't even believe this. They're not even grounded.
What can somebody think? Let's like good faith. What is he talking about? Meanwhile, he has his employees nuke Rose's Rep's website just for reviewing your article.
I can't cast that yet.
The streamer host yesterday wants to be on Keep Her Kick. She said she's going to mess you on Twitter. Okay, good luck. Maybe the police versus social worker debate? I feel strongly about everything I said in that debate, and I would continue to defend it.
I think these would be examples of like sophistry, essentially, right? Where like truth and meaning.
Devil's advocate is not sophistry, but okay.
And even purpose kind of takes second fiddle to using debate as a game to feel good.
It's. I have to call him out on this. I don't know how our on-stage thing is gonna go. Sorry, hold on. I'm sorting through a lot of feelings on this. Hold on. Okay. What he's doing is Twitter. Why are we saying Twitter? What he's doing is fucking disgusting, right? I need to like cry. I'm gonna work on this. I wish he would stop misrepresenting my feelings. How I think about like what he's doing is like this is some of the worst. Aqua guy is calling Destiny a sophist. Wait, what? Oh, Aqua guy. I thought you were talking about the other philosopher dude. It's so gross how he misrepresents me to his audience. I actually hate it. It's probably one of the worst. He is probably the biggest, the most guilty guy. I think I said before that he was worse than Hassan on this, right? I think he is. This is wild. I hope that like Vosh fans, well, I mean, I guess this is probably how Vosh loses fans, is that like eventually they see a stream of mine and then they see who I actually am and they're like, oh, he completely and totally fucking lied about you. I guess that's probably another reason why I'm not afraid of debating people, is because when I represent other people, I'm generally telling you truthfully like who they are. But like imagine if I told you that like imagine if we did a whole stream where I said like Hassan is a racist piece of shit, he hates women, he hates black people, he hates all these blah 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 blah, and then imagine you watch a Hassan video and like everything I said about him was wrong. It would undermine your trust in me so much. And I feel like you would instantly gain this huge appreciation for Hassan because I'd maligned him for so long. I'm sorry, it's so disgusting how he mischaracterizes me. Nothing he's saying is even remotely true.
Sophistry, essentially, right? Where like truth and meaning and even purpose kind of takes second fiddle to using debate as a game to feel good, which it often is. And well, I guess to an extent, like everyone does this to an extent. I do this to an extent too. I think he does it a lot worse though. But yeah.
Wait, did he say? I'm sorry.
Worse though. To an extent, like everyone does this to an extent. I do this to an extent too. I think he does it a lot worse though. But
like, you guys should demand this, and demand it of me too. Listen, who's that guy on my subreddit? I'm glad this guy made this post, okay? Because I didn't actually give an example or cite specifically when Vosh said this, so that's good. You should.
for the Alliance. I buy and trade. Have a good one. Hey there. See you later. I supply only the finest goods for the Alliance.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Ask for example.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
The fist
Just
is a-
dangling.
It's a fist with a bunch of rubber bands around it at the end. It just drew balls on their leg.
His
He
tattoo
just stapled 2 fucking tennis balls to the bottom of the arm. Oh fuck! Just a bunch of Play-Doh to smooth over the head, the dickhead.
Hey, look, you said you wanted to save the $25. You wanted it done fancy. You should have gone to somebody that knows what they're doing.
What kind of balls would you get if you could get any kind of balls?
I'm happy with mine.
I'd like a Magic 8-ball. One of
Yeah,
them.
I feel like if my balls,
Yeah.
if my balls were bigger, it'd be more uncomfortable. You know?
I mean, like a
if you
fun
have
ball.
grapefruits,
Huh? Do I have grapefruits?
I mean, if you had grapefruits, it would suck, right?
I mean, if you could get a novelty ball.
Oh, like what? Like
For example, I said Magic 8-ball.
Oh. Well, how would you see the Magic 8? It's in your ball sack.
Yeah, there's a little
A
hole.
window, a clear ball sack.
Clear
That would be
ball
cool.
sack. Yeah.
Wow,
Like
that'd
those
be
Game
cool.
Boys. Remember those Game
Yeah.
Boys? That was everything was clear for
Yeah,
like 3
dude.
years.
I kind of want a clear dick. That would be neat.
Like a purple
The jizz. You can tell when you're about to come. You know, it's like a come.
Well, I just want to see all like the wires and microchips inside of it. Like a Game Boy Color dick.
Exactly. Yes. Clear dick would rule. I would want mine purple though. That color.
Oh, like the purple
clear
translucent Game Boy.
Yeah, that was my shit. I had one of those. That's what I played Pokemon Blue on.
On a Game Boy Color.
Yeah, dude. That shit ruled.
Did you catch them all?
I had the fat Game Boy.
Mm-hmm.
The gray one.
The old gray.
No,
joint.
a green one.
Green. Oh,
Green.
that's kind of rare.
Is it?
I think so. I don't think I knew too many motherfuckers with the green.
The big green one?
Yeah,
I remember green being my favorite color when I was like 5.
Well,
Red
when
was
I was
mine.
a kid, green was my favorite color.
Yeah.
Why green though?
I don't know. It's like lucky.
Because legalize it.
Marijuana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did red because I got Red Wings. I got my Red Wings at a young age. I ate pussy. I ate bloody pussy when I was 3 years old.
His mom used to make him eat pussy.
Sav's mom was on her fucking period when he was born.
Constantly,
his
dude.
mom had-
Yeah, when I was born. I came out doing Red Wings. I ate her pussy out on the way out.
I like the idea that a pregnant woman is still having periods.
Yeah. We've never seen this before.
Yeah, dude, that's just how much I loved.
Yeah.
I was like, that shit
Adam's
better.
mom went in one time because they thought she was, pregnant and having periods. And the doctor's like, oh, yeah, we figured it out. It's actually pasta sauce from that dog that you were fucking.
Remember the porno you were in, ma'am?
Yeah. It's actually just marinara sauce coming out because you were fucking that pizza delivery dog. Your dad's like, what is this? Why is this door locked?
What was it?
He's locked out of the hospital.
And we're going to go ahead and fuck you now also, ma'am.
It's a dog doctor.
That's really rude, disrespectful. It's pretty funny. It's very disrespectful. She's a lovely woman.
Yeah, she's lovely, man. No one said she wasn't.
Fuck up.
No one said she wasn't. Whoa, don't take that fucking tone with me,
I
man.
thought that.
Yo, stop touching my fucking wires over there.
I just want to get a plug for my phone. Never mind. All right.
I got something you could plug. I got something I could plug into something.
What are you talking about?
My dick, your ass.
Would you
partner.
literally, if my ass was just pointed at you, would you ruin our friendship by fucking me in the
But-
ass? Come on,
probably
we couldn't
not.
be boys after that.
Guys, imagine if we were stranded out at sea.
Okay.
First of all, I would lock myself in the captain's quarters. I would be protected with all of the jewels.
You don't know
If
this.
you're in the captain's quarters, I'm just fucking Adam nonstop, dude. If it's just me and Adam, dude. Adam's
Yeah.
my new wife.
In the crow's nest.
No,
Adam's my
we
new
wouldn't.
wife.
First of all, I come from a long line of Jewish pirates, and you don't know what I'm like. I'm a seafaring man.
Dude, you'd be my wife. I'd make you grow your hair out. We would test that
Is
idea
it,
of you being a sexy woman.
Captain Jack Spare Change. Name of the Jewish pirate.
Oh, that's a home run. Captain Jack's fair change.
Are you that virile? Like, if we're like lost at sea for 1 week, you'd have to rape. Like, you could go 1 week.
No, I could probably go a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Eventually, though, I'd rape you.
No, why?
Eventually,
Stop
I'd rape
it.
you, dude. I'd start doing push-ups.
I'm just saying that would not be good for our friendship.
I kind of
like,
want it. We should get a boat and we should go out.
We should
to
get
international waters.
Yeah,
we should we should get a boat
That'd
and
be
do a
tight,
podcast on the water, dude.
That would be fucking tight. We should get a boat.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. I would like.
I've been
to go.
wanting a boat my whole life.
Or we could
My
get a-
uncle's got a boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used
How
to
much
hear
would a boat
stories-
cost?
I used to hear stories about my grandfather. All of his buddies from World War II, they'd go out on the boat. You know, that was their whole lives, just getting away from their cunt wives.
Hell yeah.
And getting drunk on the boat.
How much does a boat cost?
We could do that.
They're
They're expensive.
They're like a car. It's like a car.
Well, no, it's expensive to dock. Though.
Yeah. So my grandfather has a boat too, and
Yeah.
he just he can never use it. 'cause
Can
it's
you
just
name
fucked
your
up.
boat a slur?
Yeah, I think so.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You can't get in trouble for that.
Probably, but
Yeah.
but Coast Guard.
But if you get a small boat, it's less maintenance.
We'll get a small boat.
Let's get a dinghy, bro.
Yeah, like something you can put on the trailer, like a speedboat or something. Yeah.
Don Johnson.
How
style.
much? $3,000? We get one for $3,000?
A boat?
Yeah.
Fucking. All right.
Let's get a boat.
Yeah.
Or let's get a
Nick
big
should get
fucking.
a
Let's
boat.
get like an El Camino or a Cadillac or something.
How much are boats?
And do a.
Realistically, though, could we get a boat? What do you think?
Let's find out, dude. I think $3,000.
No, they cost like
$3,000?
They cost like $30,000, dude.
You, have to get a cheap one.
Really?
I don't know. I'm completely talking about.
I have to like you have to get like a loan.
The
It's
next
like a, It's like
vehicle-
a car. It's a lease,
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
not a lease, but whatever. Like
Okay,
finance
well,
it.
then
You have to
maybe we don't
finance
I'm
get
gonna
a
get a
boat.
motorcycle though. I think that's the next vehicle that I get.
Yeah.
Dude, we get. You know, we get a riverboat. I'm seeing one of these for $300 right now, dude.
What do you mean with like a big
The
wheel?
Cajun ones, dude.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
we
let's
should
get one of
We
those,
should get a
dude.
house on a bayou.
Dude, there's
Probably
boats.
swamp guys.
Yes,
No,
dude.
well,
dude, there's boats for like $300.
I
here,
definitely
dude.
think after the divorce, I'm gonna be a houseboat guy. I think that's what I'm gonna be.
You,
Yeah.
no joke, you could be a houseboat
I'm
guy.
definitely gonna get divorced. You know, there's no way I stay married. But
Dude, there's some little ass boats here for like $300 from wholesalemarine.com.
you should get it at Costco. They have a really good return policy.
Dog, we could get a fucking boat. But we get a boat for less than $1,000, dude. There's a website called boatsforagrand.com. They're selling them in Dunkirk, Maryland, dude.
Boats for $1,000.
Yeah, dude.
It's not for $1,000. Oh, it is. Boats
for $1,000. Dog, we're getting a boat.
Let's do it.
Let's also get a car, dude.
Let's get a
we
car.
should have a mobile
No.
studio.
We get a bus, an old school bus.
Yes.
Yeah, VW.
I'll convert the shit.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
We get a
Put
boat.
living
We get 3
quarters.
captain's chairs in the back. We have fucking.
We'll move the
do a-
Rivera Beach.
Wear the hats.
I have a hat already. I
You
already
got
have
one,
a hat.
so we just need 2 more.
2 more hats and we're good.
That's it.
Bro, we should for real. Okay, we've said a lot of dumb shit here, right? I think we get a fucking big ass bus. Maybe not a
Yeah.
big bus, like but we get the fucking steering wheel from a ship.
You know,
the wooden
you know
shit.
You know what we should get?
A
And I-
bang
this-
bus.
No,
Bang bus.
Yeah.
we should get
We do podcasts.
the all the schools in California, and this is years since I read this tidbit,
Okay.
so I don't know if it's true or not. But there was this company, I think it was called the Crown Coach Company, that made all the buses for like California in like the late '60s, and they built them so well that they just never broke.
Nice.
You can just drive them to like 1,000,000 miles, and
Hell
they just
yeah.
don't break down. And the company basically like put themselves out of business
because they were too good.
by making such a good bus. But we should get one of those buses.
I'm
Those
down.
old bubble-looking buses.
Hell
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
The short bus, like for retarded
No,
kids.
the long one.
No, let's get a little
No,
one.
Fuck
long
that,
one,
dude. I don't
you
want a
put fucking
retard
shit
bus.
in there.
Yeah, you're right. We can put a boat.
We can fucking drive around embarrassing myself.
We can put beds in the long one and fucking it.
Yeah, beds and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
just
want
have to
I want a
fuck
picture
quiet.
of John Madden on the side, but then it says Straight Talk Express.
Oh yeah, that's
Dude.
right. John Madden doesn't fly, right? He only takes
the
buses.
bus. But you know what else? We could just get a minivan, dude, and just fucking
Just
like
a
the
minivan?
old Econo vans,
Those are regular vans.
the Astro vans.
those
the
are van
Astro
vans.
No, you're talking a conversion van, is what you're saying.
No,
You want a conversion van.
My friend had a minivan growing up that looked awesome.
Those vans, like people with like parents in wheelchairs, always had those
All right,
vans.
not those. That's sad. We should get a mobile studio though. We should get a mobile studio.
Yeah, I mean that would be sick.
Drive around doing podcasts, dude.
I do think we should go on the road this fall.
We should get something to go on the road in.
I know.
That would fucking rule, dude.
We should get a bus.
All right, I'm gonna look at buses now on Craigslist while we're doing the podcast.
But if we could get a good enough bus, Nick is gonna just move out of this place and just be like, "I'm full time."
I don't care, dude. We need a bus.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
then
gonna
we'll like lose him.
Bogart the bus, dude.
It's the podcast.
Don't fucking
bus.
accuse me.
First of all,
I know your
you know
style,
what that is?
dude.
That's a Jew move right there.
No, I'm not saying that's not. Why does it you have to bring?
I
Jew
heard
into
a
this?
story about a friend of ours doing something shitty with an apartment. Did
What?
you hear this story?
What?
No.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
What?
We'll find out later, I guess.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Actually, I legitimately don't know what he's talking
I
about.
have no idea either. I just acted like I
Dude, mobile studio. We'll figure out the
Setup.
details. It could also be a Cadillac.
Holy shit, dude! Look at you can get one of the Los Angeles trolleys.
How much, dude?
$35,000.
What else?
Does
we
it
got?
have to be connected to tracks?
What's in our budge, dude?
Here we go. 49 passenger charter bus for $14,000.
No, dude.
That's a month of the show.
We can't do that.
$14,000?
You got to think about maintenance. You got to think about gas, insurance.
MCI Greyhound, $8,500.
Dude, we're not buying. Get a smaller bus.
Why? If you're gonna go bus, you got to get the biggest damn bus.
How
you can.
much gas
But
is that
where
gonna
do we
be?
park the bus? We can't park it on
That's
in
true.
Bed-Stuy on the street.
Parking the Walmart parking lot. They have free parking.
That's true.
You're allowed to live in the parking lot.
Also, there's spots we can park it in Queens.
Okay. I like this, guys.
Dude, we're gonna do
There's
this.
a little bit of momentum now.
I think we should get a mobile
Oh, look at this
studio.
cool old bus, dude. Vintage bus.
$5,000. It probably doesn't run.
It probably does.
Don't you need a different license? Ooh, what is that thing?
Yeah, you do.
The
You need a-
V-dubs?
Oh, these are gay, dude.
Nah, they're cool.
There's Volkswagen
They're not gay.
buses.
They're not gay. They're cool.
No, those things suck.
But what if like we're gonna have to like get acid too, right?
I have some acid.
Here we go.
I have acid too.
A 1999 Prevost Le Mirage XL 55 passenger charter coach diesel bus for $46,000.
$46,000.
It's a 99. That was a good year.
That's a good year for buses.
That was a good year.
Oh shit, dude. 1972 Flexibus.
Oh shit, I love that.
Is that one of those like a portion shits?
What does that mean?
Oh,
The
wow,
bus can
yeah,
like
dude,
grow?
it's got a range
That's
in
an
it.
RV. Should we just get an RV? Is that what we're talking about?
This thing's
essentially?
awesome. Look
we
at this,
should just
dude.
get a camper.
This is old.
Let's get a
it looks like an old
camper.
city bus.
Let's get a
converted into
Winnebago.
Winnebago. How much is a Winnebago?
When my parents moved to this country, they arrived in Boston and they got a Winnebago and they drove to LA and they
Really?
just saw the whole country.
How much you think they fucked in that Winnebago?
Probably hopefully a lot.
right?
Yeah.
Probably not that much until they passed Petco. His mom could get a couple of pups.
I like these, but why are we getting them?
Your mom's just furiously masturbating to 101 Dalmatians.
That movie wasn't out. That movie was not out.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Okay,
Your mom's like a different kind of Corella Deville. They're like,
For their
my
dicks.
books, Corella wants to fuck all of our dogs. Corella Deville, she's Adam's mom,
and she wants to fuck dogs.
Wow, that's such a good song, guys.
Dog, we get a Winnebago.
All right,
for like a couple. Oh, actually, these are pretty expensive.
Are you sure your
Winnebagos are
parents didn't
expensive.
get the Winnebago because they thought it was a contest to win a bagel? And the prospect of a free bagel for them?
Oh man, don't even finish it. It's fine.
Yeah,
Winnebago.
That's stupid.
You're stupid.
Oh, dude,
You're
we're gonna get a fucking van or some shit, dude.
Let's get a van.
All right, no, a little bus.
Yeah.
With something we can have a bed inside of.
Yeah, I think like Murphy beds, right?
Murphy beds.
Yeah.
You know what Dan Deacon did when he went on tour? He had a bus. I'll holler at him.
What did he?
Ben went
Oh,
on.
let's steal Dan Deacon's bus.
I'll
Let's
ask
just
him what he
rent
did.
it.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
If we go on tour or
It probably
something.
No,
smells
dude.
bad, dude.
Look.
Yeah, he
Let me give you a bit of
he smells
financial.
like Baltimore, dude.
Financial advice. You always want to buy everything.
Yeah. No, it's
you
true.
never want to rent something.
Tax deductible. Buy it.
Cars always appreciate in value.
No,
Dude, I can't wait to. Dude, Mullen Media's next big purchase, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking a mobile studio,
goddamn
dude.
bus? That would be fucking badass.
We're gonna do it, man. I feel it, dude. It's in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. What cities do you want to go to?
I mean,
Trenton, Camden.
Dude, my friend was just in
Dover,
Secaucus.
My friend just told me the funniest,
Dover,
funniest story. He was in Toronto,
Wilmington,
in a cab, and the cab driver's like
Newport News,
Camden.
The cab driver in Toronto's
Camden.
like
Newark.
This is what you
Newark.
gotta do. So okay, fine.
What?
It's not
We're
even my
listening.
story.
We're listening.
Hoboken,
Go, come on.
The cab driver,
Essex, Maryland.
The cab driver's
White
like,
Marsh, the Essex White Marsh tour. 2 cities, 13 days. We're walking from Essex to White Marsh.
I think we should go to
Sparrows Point.
I think we should go to Toronto. I think we have listeners in Toronto.
Maybe, dude. Okay, if we're actually talking about what we should do like just a north, like Baltimore, DC, Philly, shit like that.
The Bow Wash
Maybe
tour?
Atlanta. Like go as far
Atlanta?
down there. You
What
know
about
what I mean?
Chicago or
We could do Chicago too.
Cleveland?
Cleveland's good.
I got to write a new hour. So yeah, we should go on tour.
Well, right on the road.
We each do like 40 minutes or whatever. I guess 30 minutes.
We don't need a bus, dude. We're comedians. We don't have.
We need a bus.
We need a bus, dude. This is part of the
Okay,
plan.
maybe we don't need a bus.
We don't need a. I mean,
We don't
it's
need
not like we have
hotels.
gear.
We don't need a bus, but maybe we should get a mobile studio, dog.
Yeah.
So
No,
maybe
but
it's a
then we
Cadillac.
save on
Maybe we get a
hotels.
Cadillac.
Dude, a Cadillac would be sweet.
We should get a Cadillac.
We should get a Cadillac CTSV.
Dude, fuck yeah, dude. Let's get a Cadillac.
Those got to be what, 61,000?
That's the mobile studio.
What's the MSRP?
Is it
I think we
Cadillac?
should get a 77 DeVille, dude.
That would be cool.
Yeah. San DeVille.
Okay. Guys, if you have ideas for a mobile studio,
Yeah, shoot us.
let us know.
If we know any like
Tweet us.
mechanic kind of
If you got a
conversion
deal
guys.
on a good
Here,
mobile
here you go,
studio.
dude. A new CTSV is $86,000.
All right, so that's like maybe a year of Patreon.
Okay, we should get a car though, and trick it out, and it'll be our mobile studio.
No, I'm saying we should get a bus that we could sleep in, so we don't have to stay in hotels, and we save money, boys.
Would we
Sleep
even
at-
save money?
We just sleep at
We
Walmart.
could write off all the hotels.
We just.
Do you want to buy a bus this afternoon? Bust out that you got in your backpack. I'll fucking,
All right.
I'll buy
You know what? Let's do coke and buy a bus.
I'll find one on Craigslist. I'll buy the bus. I don't give a shit. Dude, I'll cancel my plane ticket. I gotta be in Los
Don't
Angeles.
go to LA, dude.
No, I have to go to LA, but I'm saying we should get the bus tonight.
And then drive.
Start driving.
In a day and a half to
I
get
can
to
do
LA.
it. I can do it.
It's almost literally
I did New
It's
Orleans. I did
impossible.
New Orleans to Maryland in one day, in overnight actually, 18-hour drive.
What's it like? What is it? 26 hours to drive to LA?
No,
more
it's
than
It's
that.
like 41 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's impossible for us to do.
Oh
it.
yeah, me and Brandon did it in like 3
Nick
days
and I
or
were
4 days.
we're gonna drive to Vegas almost,
Yeah.
but you started Come Town
Ooh,
instead.
That should be the tour.
We were gonna go
to
drive
Vegas. We ended in Vegas.
at my parents' house.
At
We do
your
a show
parents'
there.
house.
House party.
We stopped by a pound, see what kind of rescues they have. Some cute.
no, come on.
You gotta bring your mom
Yeah,
a bunch of
okay.
puppies in a bouquet.
As a gift, dude. We're guests.
A cornucopia.
We can't be rude.
A cornucopia of
My
puppies.
mom hates animals, guys. She's
Well, maybe that's part of the
Corella
thrill.
DeVille, Corella Friedland. She likes to
Adam's
fuck
mom,
dogs.
and she likes to fuck dogs.
Where's the coat out of their cum?
If you guys like this,
The code is dog foreskins.
if any of the listeners like this, my mom fucking dog's bit, I want you to pound off in the comments. If you thought it was
Everyone likes this
Yeah.
bit.
If
This
you
is a
thought it
great
was a little
bit.
bit
the
disrespectful.
dogs Adam's mom fucks are called pound puppies.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Remember that pound puppies?
That's when they
that
go.
was the original Beanie Babies.
I don't remember Pound Puppies.
Yeah, I remember those.
I remember like when I remember being real young, and I remember seeing the commercials for them, but they were like plush collectible dogs,
And they had little beanbag shits in them.
yeah, it was like before. Why did Beanie Babies get so popular?
I don't
because
know.
they were like there was like a supposed like
you could
what do you
win
call
money
it?
or whatever.
Rarity.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
them.
People thought.
Yeah,
you were
but that
gonna be
comes
thought they were
after. That comes
investments.
after the popularity.
No, at the time, people thought they were.
Yeah, if I get that
investments.
fucking Princess Diana purple rose bear,
Yeah.
dude, I'm gonna
That's
make
the
like,
guy. That's the.
I'm gonna make
Yeah, I got this Beanie Baby collection.
Dude, families like ruin their life savings on Beanie Babies and have like garages full of them and no
Yeah.
money now.
Same thing with Pogs.
God damn, dude. Now
And,
I'm addicted to this idea of
Pokemon
buying
We're gonna
cars.
buy something.
We'll
dude.
do it right now. How much?
We're
do we
not gonna
have
do it
left
right
on
now.
this
Nick's
phone?
about to go to LA, but we will get a car.
Whatever. Let's do it tonight.
Let's do a tour.
I'll blow off my plans.
In that
I'm
car.
not gonna try to fuck that girl that sent that selfie to Amber. Actually, I kind of want to.
She was very hot.
Adam's
she's
trying to have
hot.
sex with Amber's friend, and her name is.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut the fuck up, Nick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm also trying to have sex with anyone's friend, so holler at me.
It's
We're
so
gonna
funny.
get. Wait, did you guys ever see the other?
The reason I have
sister?
sex with so many girls is because I'm not good at sex. That's why.
What?
That's why there's so many different ones.
No.
No, they're not repeat customers. They're like, oh, that I have to find another one. And then I go up to them and I'm like, have you ever
This is the most
seen-
pathetic humble brag I've ever heard in my life.
dude.
No,
It
it's
sucks.
not.
I'm bad at sex. That's why I fuck a lot of girls.
I just want to.
What the fuck?
Shut up, dude.
No, if I was good at sex, I'd
I
have
get your
one
dumb
girlfriend.
logic, but shut up. That's
I'd have
also
a
not
girl
true.
that I love that I'd
No.
have sex with.
You have a
Boys-
horrible personality.
Boys, if this
I have a
writer's
good
strike,
personality.
if this writer's strike happens, you should fly out to LA. We'll buy the bus there, and I'll drive the fucking bus back to New York.
We'll do
That'd
the
be
bang
cool.
bus back.
Yeah, I'll get my class.
We
C.
need to.
I'll get my class
First
C.
of all, I
out-
don't
or
think we should get
class-
a real bus.
Class
Okay,
T.
if you
what
want to
kind of
have
class license do I need?
if you want to have
Class A, CDL.
I don't know if you need a
CDL.
CDL.
Class A, you do.
We
You
got to
need a
get the
CDL.
biggest size where you don't need a CDL.
That's a 15 passenger van. Anything that's designed,
Really?
yeah, anything that's designed to carry 16 people or more, regardless how many people are in it, you need a CDL for.
Okay, well, I think 16 and under is something we should be looking at.
We could
No,
do a-
dude, that's it's a van.
We could do a squash court in the bus.
I love that.
Yeah, Sav and I like to play squash.
You know what I also want? That
Shoulders hurting
wheelchair that Professor X has.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be tight.
For when I go bald and I need a wheelchair.
I should get one of those now.
yeah. What happened to your legs? Oh, my legs are fine. I'm just bald. What's the fucking point of walking? I'm never gonna fuck again. I'm never gonna dance again because I went bald and now I can't fuck and there's no reason to dance.
I love to dance, dude.
Do you?
Not really, but I like to get loose when I a
fucking
little
hate
bit.
dancing, and I hate when people think that I actually like dancing, but I'm too afraid to come out of my shell.
Right,
That's what
right,
everyone
right.
fucking thinks. It's like, no, I just don't like fucking dancing.
That's not
Yeah.
true. That's not true, dude.
I want to rub my dick up
Dude,
against his
Nick-
butt cheeks.
Nick low key loves to dance.
Yeah, Nick
dude.
was just doing the nay. Nick's doing the nay right
Dude,
now.
I saw him. I saw him.
I'm trying to help Hillary win.
I saw him whip
Stop
and then
dabbing for
nay.
Hillary.
Yeah.
I like to dance if I'm
Ooh.
around butt cheeks.
It's a trending story on Twitter. A dog in a bow tie was spotted on a flight. To
Yeah, I
Vegas-
saw that.
To
Las Vegas.
Yeah, to Vegas to get married.
He's gonna try and propose to your mom.
She's married to my dad.
Yeah, but not for long, dude.
She can't get married to a dog. It's against the law. She can't live her wildest fantasies
On
and
my
dreams.
way to fuck Adam's mom. it's a dog, picture of a dog.
It's a dog flying.
No, the picture
in
of
the
the dog.
cockpit.
The picture of the dog.
It's a really good meme, guys.
The
You
picture
have
of
to
the
take our
dog
word
got
for it.
big on Twitter because some fucking journalist took the picture and then captioned it like "Seriously, American Airlines." Like,
Yeah.
he
Oh,
was,
really?
Like,
'Cause that
bitching.
dog was cute as hell.
He was bitching about a really cute dog.
That
being
dog
on
was
his
awesome,
plane.
dude.
Yeah, a service animal that was there to like help. Like, their owner.
Well, I mean, it was probably some rich asshole that, like,
Does your mom
snuck their
consider
way.
themselves?
Sailing across the mighty rivers.
I just want you guys to know that this
That's the blind girl. That's the blind girl that Adam fucked on the last episode. Was the woman whose dog that his mom stole.
They were on a double date.
Well, no, they're both abandoned. The dog was gone because Adam's mom was fucking it. He was in the mall next to some blind girl. It's like, "Where's my dog? I'm lost." He's like, "Where's my
Oh
mom?"
shit!
And then,
and now it's very convenient because they can just hang out.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's sort of a West Side Story.
Yeah, solid app, guys. Solid Cumtown app. Solid.
Oh fuck!
Shout out to the cum boy I saw on the G train yesterday. I didn't get his name, but a nice guy.
Did you guys kiss?
No, I didn't kiss. I tapped him on the shoulder and he didn't know who I was.
Yeah, dude, you look like everyone on the G train.
Yeah, I know.
You know what that stands for, right? G train.
G, gay?
No, guy whose mom fucks dogs.
Hell yeah, baby.
I love this bit that we just set up that I consent to.
Why are you just staring at yourself in the mirror?
Yeah, dude, what the fuck? Why?
I just want to know if this
Why are you
outfit's
walking
working.
around? The outfit's dumb. You're wearing 2 different striped shirts.
No,
what are you power clashing?
No,
Yeah, dude, you
I
look like a
stood up-
fucking circus tent collapsed on you.
What do you mean? Sorry that I like color.
Shut up.
Sorry, I'm not wearing all
Are
gray.
they the
like
exa-
you.
yeah, you are wearing.
Yeah, I'm wearing all gray because I'm dark, dude. This is called man goth. It's when you're an adult, but you still want to be goth.
Oh
You transition from
You're
black to
depressed.
dark
You're
gray.
depressed all the time.
Damn, dude, you
And
deep.
You don't hate your parents anymore. You just hate yourself.
That's
now,
chill.
Now you're your parents. And you're doing a shitty job of taking care of yourself.
You're doing as shitty a job as your parents did.
Yeah.
My mom did a great job
She has done it. Yeah, I mean, in a lot of things.
Yeah.
at raising me
And what else?
And just guiding me from
What else? What else?
From boys to men. That's
Anything else that she does really well?
She was,
Can you think of? Because if you can't think of it, you know who I'm going to ask next.
She ran a marathon at
Okay.
like 60, which is really impressive.
Okay, if you don't answer correctly, I'm going to ask Nick, and I think he's going to have the right answer. What do you think? What do you think your mom also is good at?
Well, first of all, neither of you have met my mother.
Okay.
Okay, so
Nick,
this
what
information
is
that
some
you can-
stuff?
No,
that Adam's-
Let me, I didn't answer the question yet.
Okay, say it. Say it.
She's good at having sex with dogs.
That's
Bitch.
right, dude.
That's right, bitch.
What
now,
do I
anyway,
get?
Nick, what is it?
What do I get? What do I get? What's the prize?
You get to suck our cocks, dude.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
why-
come on.
Yeah, that's why we're. That's why.
How did I have to answer
how about
the
like a
question?
turn of the century English painting of a bunch of dogs sitting around the table and they're wearing bowling hats, but then they're all just fucking Adam's mom instead of playing poker.
Come on, guys.
They got cigars. And they're all taking turns.
She's a lovely
fucking
woman.
hats.
Ha ha ha.
Woo!
She was actually going to be one of South Africa's first female news anchors.
Oh,
It's
really?
True. Yeah.
They have an all-dog news channel
Yeah,
in
yeah.
South Africa.
Nope, that's not true.
I asked you,
They don't have that, and they didn't have that.
dude. Whatever, man. Stop talking about your. Why are you always talking about your mom? Let's talk about that van we're gonna buy. man. Actually, we did abandon the boat idea. I think that
The boat would be cool, but we decided it's too much maintenance.
that's true. That's
Yeah, boat is like, and also, you know, when
We
you're in the
should-
middle of the ocean and everything's blue around you can't see land. Isn't that scary?
We should go on a fishing trip.
It'd be tight to go
Would
fishing.
you guys like to go fishing?
Yeah, I would love to go fishing.
We just
Have you
get
gone
fucked
fishing
up.
before?
No. Once.
It's great.
Once with my
Never?
uncle that I hate.
Oh, it's really
I've gone
fun.
fishing a bunch.
Yeah,
I've never
it's
gone
fun.
fishing.
Yeah.
I'd love to go fishing. We get.
I love to go fishing
we
with
get
my
fucked
boy.
up. We get. I mean,
You gotta go like real early in the morning.
You go early, you bring a 30 rack, you just fucking sit.
I love it, dude. We'll bring
Yeah.
Eldest.
Bring Eldest.
I love fishing. Fishing's cool.
It's
like
Homer.
getting pussy. Yeah, Eldest sounds like Homer.
Yeah, man.
I wish I could do a perfect Homer impression. and then
That
I
was
can-
pretty
You're
good.
close,
I can
man.
just get the role of Homer and be paid $80 million a year.
Yeah. How
Yeah,
rich is
that's
Hank
still on
Azaria,
TV.
dude?
Yeah, it's Dan
Hank Azaria
Castellano.
doesn't do
Oh.
Homer.
Really?
No. I just
Hank
watched
Azaria-
the,
Marge, you know I,
just
have
watched
my
the-
dick sucking classes later in the evening.
I just
I
watched the
can't
Bird
miss my
Cage
dick
recently.
sucking classes.
That's good.
Homie, you can't suck dick in front of Bart. I can't do Marge though.
No, it's
Yeah,
not
you
that
made
bad.
it too-
Bart, get in here and suck your father's dick. Boy, it's dick sucking time. You know I like it when you lick my balls. You have to lick the tip also. Don't forget to lick the tip.
That was good.
Ooh.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
If there's one thing I like, it's getting my dick sucked by my son, Bart.
Wow, what a banger, guys.
Thanks, man.
Wow, this is a really.
That's great stuff, Nick.
Does it sound like Homer Simpson?
It does. It's not bad.
I gotta get
I
closer.
think that was probably one of the good parts of this episode.
Yeah.
The rest
The whole
of it was
episode's been really funny.
coordinated harassment.
You know what I heard the other day at work from Lenny and Carl?
What was that?
Marge,
Homer?
did you know that Adam's mom fucks dogs?
Hey, Homer! Who's that guy, Adam? Oh, Barney, he's the guy that fucks dogs.
I got lost in between
I
the two
fuck
of them.
dogs.
Shut up. You
lost.
also
Hold on.
fuck dogs.
Hey, Homer! What do you know about that guy Adam? Oh, look, it's my friend. Fuck, I can't
No,
do
you dropped it. Yeah,
fine.
that's you lost it.
Adam, shut up, dude.
Yeah. Shut. No, it's gone. I can't do
Fuck.
it.
You happy, dude?
Yeah, I could do. What impressions can you do?
Whatever, I'm doing Bonnie now. Hey, Adam's
good.
mom fucks dogs.
I really can't do any impressions.
I could do Tim Gunn from America's Next Top Model.
Designers.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Designers. Adam's mom fucks dogs.
No,
He's got to be
That's a pretty
singing.
good one.
No, that's not it.
I knew Mark Norman.
Oh my god.
Designers. No, it's just a gay guy. Mark Norman.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty good, Norman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Who else can I do? I don't think I can do anyone.
You could do that impression of George W. Bush, right?
Oh yeah, dude.
That classic stuff.
Marge, you know Adam's mom fucks dogs.
Stop it.
There we go. Now I got Homer back. You have to distance yourself from Barney to get back into it.
Barney fucked
Yeah.
you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marge, I heard at work today from Barney, my friend, that Adam's mom fucks dogs.
Barney doesn't work there. Barney just goes to the bar, dude.
Barney was visiting him at work, man.
Why would he
Shut
go
up,
to the? They
dude.
wouldn't
Hanging
let
out
Barney
with
in the plant. They
Yeah,
wouldn't let
he was
drunk fat loser in a nuclear
It's one of the
plant.
episodes where he's trying to get his life together.
Dude,
he was trying to get a job.
You
That's
understand
ridiculous.
that The Simpsons is a cartoon show, right? 'Cause none of that's real.
Oh my god,
You're being ridiculous.
I'm imagining what if the Simpsons characters lived in real life, in the real world, where your mom has sex with dogs, and they were reacting to it.
Of course, Nick, you would be so mean to me if I made that mistake. Because
Dude.
you would be like, Barney doesn't work at the fucking plant, you fucking asshole. But then you got it wrong.
Wow,
and I
dude.
called you out, and then the sensei
It's not me,
has
dude.
become the
I'm
student.
reading this. I'm reading this shit off stuff people send me to read.
First of all,
Who's
you,
all being
you
sent by-
signed off on these scripts for this week's episode, okay? You didn't bring it up in rewrites. You didn't bring it up in voice.
Well, first of all,
dress
our
rehearsal. So don't bring it up now.
Okay, our entire writing staff. First of all, I've said this before. Are WOCs.
Every single
okay,
one.
and I don't want to silence their voices.
So
and they
you're
put a lot
kinda
of
doing
work.
that right
Look,
now.
we staff nothing but black women, and you don't know how incredibly
They put-
difficult it is to tell them they're wrong.
I know, and I didn't want to say that I thought it was a little tasteless to spend 80% of this episode talking about the fact that my mom. Talking about
The fact. You
No,
said
no,
fact.
talking about
No, you're right
that you
the first
think-
time.
talking about the salacious-
absolute true
salacious
fact.
lie that all these women of
I
color
had-
made up.
I had
that
to
my
tell
mom
them-
had sex with dogs.
I had to tell them one time that the Jeffersons was an All in the Family spinoff, and the entire room turned into a bunch of whooping cranes. I had to leave work that day.
Listen, I think it's important to have women of color's voices heard in comedy.
Like this one, like Bonnie Gumble, famously voiced by a black woman.
By Monique, actually.
And I think that if anyone is offended by anything that is said
Then
on this
fuck you. And from
podcast,
Adam's mouth, fuck you. if you're
fuck
offended.
you. If you're offended, you fucking snowflake loser.
Get
Go
'em.
back to your
Rack
safe
'em.
plate. Safe
Safe
plate. Your safe space.
Why are you so shook, Adam?
Get out of my safe zone.
I just don't. I'm not shook. I just like standing up. I saw Will Menaker standing up while he was making Chapo. And I thought it was
Of
pretty
course.
cool.
And now it makes sense.
And now I'm copying. Well,
Just
I don't know.
copying.
I'm a two-time
That's
guest
probably
of
why.
Chapo,
That's probably
so
why Brandon Wardell stands up and he does comedy. That's because he saw Will Menaker doing it.
No, that's not true. He just heard a joke that we do. Okay.
Well, so, okay. In summation, great app, guys. Now, what are we doing? We got to get a fucking car or a van or a bus.
Yeah.
Some kind of mobile podcasting
I want a
studio.
77 DeVille.
I think that would be cool.
Outkast talks about it in that song.
What we need is something where
Players
it's
ball.
very spacious up front and it's very spacious for both the guy in the front driving and the guy in shotgun
Right.
and in the back.
You don't want
can
to.
get
You
your
don't
dick
want a
sucked.
77 DeVille, anyways.
Why?
You want a you want an Eldorado from 76 or before, or a DeVille that's like 73 to 75, I think, because those are the ones with the Cadillac 500 in it.
Oh,
which
the
is
engine.
the biggest engine they ever made.
Oh,
But isn't that too much gas, dude? If we're gonna take this on the road,
Yeah, but that's
Well,
why
but
you
then
get a
we're- now
Cadillac.
We're cooking
You
with
want-
gas. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
That's true.
Now you're cooking with gas. Exactly.
Yeah. That's what I always say about cars. That's this thing I made up.
Now you're gassing the Jews.
Now
That's-
you're
that's-
cooking with gas.
Now you're now you're doing genocide. I never learned expressions.
By the way,
I know them all.
do you think that people got the G boat? Nothing. I don't know
What G boat? The gayest bomb of all time?
I've just been thinking about it all week and seeing like what was so magical about that moment.
We don't have to talk about it, man. What are we talking about? Our own bits on the fucking podcast.
Nobody told me they thought it was funny.
No one thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Everyone I'm like, dude, you
Who
got to hear the
cares?
last 2 minutes. It's the funniest shit we've
Well,
ever
you-
done. And people
gotta
are like,
sneak
yeah,
up
I
on
guess you
people.
gotta be there or something.
Yeah, I mean, I've had this problem where I've been enjoying doing the show more, and it's made it less funny.
I think you really do like doing Cometown.
Now,
Yeah.
because it's been a sweet release from like having responsibilities.
Right.
Well,
I can't wait until I live on a berry farm where I just walk around eating berries off bushes all day. I don't
be
have to
so
maintain
good.
any of the bushes; they just make the berries for me, and
Oh, that's great.
somehow I just live off the berries.
You
of
just
the land.
poop
Sweet
blue?
berry juice.
Yeah, dude. Blueberries, raspberries, strawberries,
Blackberries.
watermelon berries.